Welcome everybody, welcome to game 4, technically we've gone back, this one got rescheduled. Game 4, Falsify versus ZR. ZR is defending, this is also ZR's first game in this tournament. Welcome to them. We've got Tombstone commentating, it's going to be Tombstone and myself, so it's going to be interesting, but a one-on-one, Tombstone? How are you doing today?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Under circumstances, not that great, but hey, can't complain.
Yeah, you guys had a rough game there against Skrull, but it was still good Siege to watch. You guys did well. Had your moments where it was a bit, but you played personally very well in I think everybody's opinion. It was good to watch. At one point, the commentators who were GgOD, Clown, and Dangle were saying, just this round, just spectate only Tombstone. Just go for it. We want to see it. We want to see it. We want to see what's happening.
Well, at least that makes me feel a bit better.
No, man, you personally played well. It was the team synergy was off. And
stop it, Geek, stop it.
I'm bad. Anyway, we've got Echo, Mirror, Montaigne, and Thatcher bands coming in.
Enough about our team. Back to the game at hand. It is, as Geek mentioned, is our fourth game of today. It is going to be Falsify against ZR. ZR is obviously being a new team. Previously they were Shadow, but the team split up and they got new players coming in. So Misfleek's new team is ZR, and they are on the first time playing this tournament technically, and as this team playing coming up against Falsify, who's playing their second game of this weekend. Obviously the first one they won against RTC yesterday, and unfortunately they are playing with 4 players. I'm not entirely sure why. Probably
Jiggy and the other person, I can't think of their name, it didn't show up for some reason. Phantom, the team captain, kept saying they were 3 minutes out, but in the end 15 minutes went by and the person never came, so they just called it and said go, and here we are going live. Falsify is a strong team though, so this will be very interesting to see. But anyway, Tombstone, take over.
Thanks, man. Alright, so we're going down for basement defense first. Obviously ZR on defense, Falsify going for the attack. Gonna see the smoke coming out. Interesting little rotation being made for a rewind there. 2 double rotations actually. Coming into blue. It looks like a pretty standard setup. There we go, hatch is getting taken care of there by the Legion. Into barn, obviously probably gonna get the kitchen hatch as well. 2 default hatches to be getting. Misfleek went down to get the dirt tunnel. So it's a pretty basic setup coming in from the side of ZR. Pretty solid setup. It's a safe setup to use. Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb. And we'll see what happens if Falsify can make something happen.
So they are going to play in tunnel. Looked like they were going to hatch it up.
Oh, it looks like Smoke's going to be making nuisance of himself down there in tunnel. It's a good position to play if you're a good smoke and you know how to use your gas canisters properly. It's a very safe operator to use there, in a very good position for them to be in there. Falsify, looks like it's going to be a 1-person push down to tunnel. It's going to be Phantom on the thermite. Gonna go for a little bit of a roam clear. Coming in from the side of Falsify. Obviously they are automatically 1 person less, so they have to be extra wary of where they're going in and what they're doing. So don't want to push in too quickly. Some music, it's quite a nice tune going on there in the strip club, or the club area.
Yellow picking up first kill on labs.
Bolo making a nuisance of himself, taking out the Jaeger. So that's one of the big roamers taken off the board for ZR. Labs being the first casualty. Come in on the side of ZR. A little bit of droning work being done, just to try and make sense of what's happening, where the roamers are. Phantom, I don't know what exactly he was trying to open up, because as he pressed his little button, there we go, the demolition crew are hard at work in central hallway. Or the wrecking crew, they're also known for sometimes. Already 1.5 minutes gone. That's quite a quick first round so far. Trying to clear out that electric claws on the kitchen hatch, so they can try and get it open, go for a push. Oh, seeing the feet of one of the players inside. of the basement there, but unfortunately Buck could not get a good angle on him. Quite a slow first round coming in for the side of Falsify. They're not going for a hard push. Vibes already down main stairs, holding an angle down the hallway into the basement area. Zofia pushing down blue. Oh, kill coming in from the Cade, very nicely done there. That is Phantom taking off the board. Double kill coming from Misflick. And there's Zofia also taken out, so it's down to a 1v3. Oh, good kill coming in from Bolo. He's down to a 1v2 and getting picked off there by ZR. It's a very good defensive round. Long angle being held. Very good kill for the SMG 11 from Rewind. So Falsify is going to have to pull up the socks and pull something out of the hat since they are one player down. It's a very good round though from the side of ZR. They were very patient. They didn't commit too many people to the roam unnecessarily. When the Jaeger died, they immediately started retreating back to site. So it's a very smart play from them coming in there. Buck looks like going to be 6-pick off. Phantom going to 6-pick to the Thermite. Carly being brought out because defense is going to go up for CCTV. I think they're probably going to expect a defense coming up to CCTV.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
It's going to be CCTV cash room for the second round for defense.
Tell me, Tombstone, do you know this Bolo player on Falsify's side?
I've never in my life seen him.
I don't know, ZR seems to go nuts every time they see him. I think, I'm not sure if he's like a renowned South African player. You know, some of those South African players that everybody just knows. I don't know. It's hoping you know.
Can't be, I've never heard of him.
There we go. The real facts.
Probably. So, but the people change the names so many times, and it's hard to keep up sometimes with who people actually are.
Okay. I think his other name is Sean.
Still haven't heard of him.
Yeah. I mean, you've heard of Sean, right?
Nope.
You know, that's Sean. You know, Sean. No, I'm kidding.
That's good to know.
Cool, let's.
Yo, he's like Sean, eh? You don't know Sean, he's like Sean, man. He's Sean.
Yeah, that's Sean. You know that's Sean, man.
Oh, well. ZR's bringing a Valkyrie this time, so Valkyrie cams outside. They do not have an IQ on the side of Falsify, so that's going to make life difficult for them. Especially if that Valkyrie cam is getting pretty good use. Bolo already going to look like it's going to go for a quick entry, or trying to nade out the electric claws on that CCTV soft wall. Just doing a bit of droning work to make sure he knows where the people are. So he knows there's a Cade playing right up next to the wall. Oh, he's gonna burn the Cade actually a little bit. Oh. He gets shocked in the process. Still getting shocked while he's just trying to take out the electric claw.
Ready to torch.
Exciting stuff, seeing a Maverick using his blowtorch.
I know it is, man. It is.
You can see there the Barna flat on his stomach watching the drone all just to make sure no one tries to run around or rotate back into sight. Oh, Smoke getting stuck. Getting stuck there, and he's a little bit of a problem with the rotation, but he gets through anyway. So it's quite a hard hole in garage. You've got a Maestro in garage, you've got Cade rotated into garage. Oh, and a good pick coming in from the Jaeger as he takes out MK on the window. So that's a Carly out of the picture. And immediately Falsified down 2-man deficit. Oh, but a good pick coming in from Vibes on the Ebon as he takes out the Jaeger playing inside a bedroom. And going to work to get that hard wall going into construction. Looks like Falsify just trying to regain a little bit of momentum, regain a little bit of a control. Still have the Maverick outside of CCTV trying to hold an angle through the holes he made with his Maverick torch. Looks like he got called away. Smoke playing a good angle behind the shield inside of cash room. Oh, will he be able? Oh, he sees him. Oh, unfortunately, he just cannot get the kill.
15
Vibes
seconds
getting a
left.
triple kill there, taking out Grim, and the plant's going down.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
One kill coming in for Labs with the Orc there, and a brilliant kill coming in. 2 kills coming in from the side of ZR, mostly taking out the player outside of the window. So now it's only Phantom left with the Thermite.
Have eyes on you. Attackers
Oh,
being
he gets
protected.
peeked with the Alder. Don't think he knows he downed the player. They are going for the... Try to go for the defuse, stop for a moment. Oh, and he gets taken out just as he goes back.
Oh,
trying to get through his own
oh,
rotation.
that actually was close. I don't know if they get it.
No, it's not gonna get it. Oh,
Yeah.
it's gonna be very close. Yeesh. Oh,
Attackers win.
Yeah, I saw that.
Milliseconds.
It was 0.4. It was 0.10. Sorry, 0.1. It was 0.1. It was so close. That shield. That shield.
well, it's very well done there by Phantom, just holding him off long enough to run out the timer. He was stuck for 1 second in a 1v2 situation, but he got the. Oh, there my mind goes. Maestro. Oh, he got the Maestro down, and he didn't commit to him, which was not entirely. If I was in preferably, I would have tried to take out the Maestro, because obviously the Maestro can still give out calls from exactly where he is. But sometimes when you're in that specific situation, you don't think of those type of things. You're just focusing on wasting as much time from the defense as possible to let that timer run down. So it was a good job by Phantom on the side of Falsify, bringing it up to a 1-1
Attackers need
again.
to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Looks like the defense is going back up to CCTV again. Maybe they can make a second time's a charm.
Is this an important room here? Why is that rotate hole there?
It is sometimes if you can, if you're holding, and especially if you have one player playing inside of construction and in bedroom. It's a good way because you can rotate into cash room and then all the way through the rotation get back into construction. But
Alright, fair enough.
if you don't use it properly, it can also be an advantage for the attacking team because they can also rotate through it. So I mean, rotates offside has its advantages, but also has some disadvantages as well. Alright, so it looks like they're gonna go for basically the same setup, same operators coming in from the side of ZR. Misflick on the Maestro again. And on attacking team, it is the exact same setup coming again, except for this time they bring out an IQ. The grenade gonna be lobbed in by Bolo, and he takes out the electric claw. Thermite goes in. Oh, he almost gets it. It's very well done by the Thermite. And again, the second nade takes out the second electric claw, so there's no more electric claws left.
A bomb has
And
been
Phantom has
located.
free reign to open up that softwall coming into CCTV. 2 players of ZR playing in the garage, and Valkyrie takes out MK.
Bomb located
And a
by
double
attacker.
peek coming in for the Valkyrie on Grim, very well done. And eventually he gets taken above Vibes, probably trying to go for a third run out. Or a third little peek. So it is still plausible and still winnable for Falsify. They can
Do you
try
think so?
and, they can
2v4?
try and get it to a 2v3. It's still gonna be. Oh, but he looks away. Phantom unfortunately falls down from that hatch. Ooh, Vibes getting tapped there. Almost getting killed by the Jaeger playing inside a garage. I don't think they know there's a Maestro as well playing inside a garage. Slow peek. He does damage to the Jaeger, but also gets damaged quite a bit, so he's down to 50 HP. Vibes going a little bit aggressive onto that opened up wall in CCTV. As Phantom's pushing down through bar, trying to go up maybe main stairs. Up there he goes. Now, if he doesn't know about that rotation inside of construction and there's one player waiting for him there, it can be problematic. But it does not look like abandoned it did. That one player playing inside of Four-way Vibes getting a good kill there. Phantom also getting a good kill. So
That was interesting.
fortunately, they did well. Get it back to a 1v2, 2v2, and then a 1v2, and unfortunately the Alder coming into play and Misflick takes him out to get that last kill. So it's unfortunate for Falsify. They're playing good. I think if they're the fifth player, it would be a little bit of a different story.
Definitely.
I mean, ZR is not playing bad. They are playing quite a decent setup. They're doing most of the basic. When I say basic, I mean your normal, standard actually is the correct word for it. Standard setups on defense, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it's a safe bet. If you're not having a very good strategy on a specific map, just use the standard setup. And it looked like they decided to six-pick the Jaeger off to a Vigil.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as
So
many
it's going to be
bombs as
interesting
they
to see
can.
where they're probably going to go for a little bit of a deep roam. As they go down to basement again. Obviously, basement has been opened up again, so it's now round number 4, and that is a very interesting play coming in there from Misflick as he takes out or opens up the hatch, dropping in from bar. So I expect probably a castle or maybe a smoke or someone, or the Vigils are maybe gonna start play up in bar area
10 seconds to insertion.
since they sealed off the
5
pool
seconds
table
remaining.
coming into bar. Oh,
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
that's unfortunate. We got a little bit of a disconnect coming in from the side
Yeah. They're committed to it now.
of Zeta. Oh, they can't rehost anymore.
Nah, he disconnected 2 seconds before.
We're gonna be strict on that. No rehost after like 5 minutes or.
After the prep phase is done, you can't rehost.
Okay, good. But can they rehost after the next round?
Yeah, you can rehost. You can rehost, but the round will count.
Okay, understand. Right, so it's down to a 4v4, it's a bit more even, but a good pick coming in from NK as he takes out Labs. He went for a spawn pick and he got
recovered the bomb diffuser.
taken out very quickly. 30 seconds into the round, and Falsify is already in a very good position. Oh, vibes. Actually,
Wow.
NK, as he just walks into sight with the Ash. Completely catching Zero off guard.
That's where your individual aim comes in big time. You're being able to get your frags, confirm your kills, hold your aim true. That's where that matters. And it,
Literally just had to go for the plant there. It's a very good position that Falsify has got himself into. There we go, the Vigil getting taken out. It's down to Misflick. SMG 11 and a dream. Speaking the wrong way.
hey,
Oh,
that
he
looks
gets
like
one,
a
but he
dream.
could not get the rest.
As Clown would say, padding the stats.
That dream very quickly turned into a nightmare there for ZR. Right,
Cool, so
we
we're
gotta
going
go
into
for
round
Rios.
5. Okay, first rehost of our Tourney.
Hopefully it's gonna be the last one. No, don't quit the desktop. Return to main menu.
Oh,
Rip. Oh, they're still gonna hear me in the channel.
for a
channel.
second, yeah.
I'm not being heard on YouTube anymore, no.
No, you are.
Am I? Oh, it's still running.
Yeah.
Because my stream got cut off. Anyway, well, this is awkward now.
I
The
just sit
Jaeger and chat with you guys. Anyway,
No, 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 no.
okay, on the window. That's
hold
Carly out of the picture. And immediately Falsify down 2-man deficit. Oh, but a good pick coming in from Vibes on their bond as he takes out the very well done there by Phantom, just holding him off long enough to run out the timer. He was stuck for 1 second in a 1v2 situation, but he got the oh, there are my. Then Phantom also getting a good kill, so
That was interesting.
fortunately they did well. Get it back to a 1v2, 2v2, and then a 1v2, and unfortunately the Alder coming into play and Misflick takes him out. Taken out very quickly. 30 seconds into the round, and Falsify is already In a very good position. Oh, vibes. Actually,
Wow.
MK, as he just walks into sight with the heaven in a dream. Speaking the wrong way.
Hey,
Oh,
that
he
looks
gets
like
one,
a
but he
dream.
could not get the rest.
As Clan would say, padding the stats.
That dream very quickly turned into a nightmare there for ZR. In from the Jaeger as he takes out MK on the window, so that's a Carly out of the picture. And immediately Falsify down, 2-man deficit. Oh, but a good pick coming in from Vibes on the Bond as he takes out the very well done there by Phantom, just holding him off long enough to run out the timer. He was stuck for 1 second in a 1v2 situation, but he got the yeah, then Phantom also getting a good kill, so
That was interesting.
fortunately they did well. Get it back to a 1v2, 2v2, and then a 1v2, and unfortunately the Alder coming into play and Misflick takes him out. Taken out very quickly, 30 seconds into the round, and Falsify is already in a very good position. Oh, vibes. Actually,
Wow.
MK, as he just walks into sight with the heaven in a dream. Speaking the wrong way.
Hey,
Oh, he
that looks
gets
like
one,
a
but he
dream.
could not get the rest.
As Clan would say, padding the stats.
That dream very quickly turned into a nightmare there for ZR. In from the Jaeger as he takes out MK on the window, so that's a Carly out of the picture. And immediately Falsify down, 2-man deficit. Oh, but a good pick coming in from Vibes on the Bond as he takes out the very well done there by Phantom, just holding him off long enough to run out the timer. He was stuck for 1 second in a 1v2 situation, but he got the yeah, then Phantom also getting a good kill, so
That was interesting.
fortunately they did well. Get it back to a 1v2, 2v2, and then a 1v2, and unfortunately the Alder coming into play and Misflick takes him out. Taken out very quickly, 30 seconds into the round, and Falsify is already in a very good position. Oh, vibes. Actually,
Wow.
MK, as he just walks into sight with the heaven in a dream. Speaking the wrong way.
Hey,
Oh,
that
he
looks
gets
like
one,
a
but he
dream.
could not get the rest.
As Clan would say, padding the stats.
That dream very quickly turned into a nightmare there for ZR. In from the Jaeger as he takes out MK on the window, so that's a Carly out of the picture. And immediately Falsify down, 2-man deficit. Oh, but a good pick coming in from Vibes on the Bond as he takes out the very well done there by Phantom, just holding him off long enough to run out the timer. He was stuck for 1 second in a 1v2 situation, but he got the yeah, then Phantom also getting a good kill, so
That was interesting.
fortunately they did well. Get it back to a 1v2, 2v2, and then a 1v2, and unfortunately the Alder coming into play and Misflick takes him out. Taken out very quickly, 30 seconds into the round, and Falsify is already in a very good position. Oh, vibes. Actually,
Wow.
MK, as he just walks into sight with the heaven in a dream. Speaking the wrong way.
Hey,
Oh, he
that looks
gets
like
one,
a
but he
dream.
could not get the rest.
As Clan would say, padding the stats.
That dream very quickly turned into a nightmare there for ZR. In from the Jaeger as he takes out MK on the window, so that's a Carly out of the picture. And immediately Falsify down, 2-man deficit. Oh, but a good pick coming in from Vibes on the Bond as he takes out the very well done there by Phantom, just holding him off long enough to run out the timer. He was stuck for 1 second in a 1v2 situation, but he got the. Oh, yeah, then Phantom also getting a good kill, so
That was interesting.
fortunately they did well. Get it back to a 1v2, 2v2, and then a 1v2, and unfortunately the Alder coming into play and Misflick takes him out. Taken out very quickly, 30 seconds into the round, and Falsify is already in a very good position. Oh, vibes. Actually,
Wow.
MK, as he just walks into sight with the Heaven and a Dream. Speaking the wrong way.
Hey,
Oh,
that
he
looks
gets
like
one,
a
but he
dream.
could not get the rest.
As Clown would say, padding the stats.
That Dream very quickly turned into a nightmare there for ZR. In from the Jaeger as he takes out MK on the window. So that's a Carly out of the picture. And immediately Falsified down. 2-man deficit. Oh, but a good pick coming in from Vibes on their bond as he takes out the very well done there by Phantom, just holding him off long enough to run out the timer. He was stuck for 1 second in a 1v2 situation, but he got the. Oh, yeah, then Phantom also getting a good kill, so
That was interesting.
fortunately they did well. Get it back to a 1v2, 2v2, and then a 1v2, and unfortunately the Alder coming into play and Misflick takes him out. Taken out very quickly, 30 seconds into the round, and Falsify is already in a very good position. Oh, vibes.
Cool, welcome back, guys. We were just looping some highlights there to just burn the time while we're getting stuff ready. We've rehosted, we set up the points as the way they were. People lose their kills and deaths and all that stuff, but you saw what it was. You can go back in the video. It's 2-2, which is pretty nice. Round 5. Tombstone, back to you.
Right, so if you've missed it, Glenn Pompey has been brought in. He was previously AFK. They had a bit of a problem with him, but he is now in the game, which is nice. So it's nice to see a 5v5 again. It's never nice to see from our point of view, and probably from players' point of view as well. It's never nice to play a 4v5. So it's good to have him back. It's good to have all the players that disconnected or had problems back in the game. And we are starting off on round number 5. It's going to be a 6-pick for the Sledge, from Phantom being brought to an Ash, and the Passes being 6-pick to a Cade on the defensive side.
Tombstone. You'll love the comment on YouTube.
What
Tombstone and Geek are way better than the Clown bot. Ooh. I'm just saying that because it's objectively funny. Clown does know a lot. He's just very arrogant. But he is cool to have on. I do enjoy him. But he does get a bit carried away, and he knows it, which is why I'm allowed to say it.
Sometimes having a person like that in the chat is actually quite. It makes it fun. It makes it interesting.
Yeah.
You know, you always have to have one person who knows the game very well, and have to have one person that just talks a lot of crap the whole time. Those two work very well together. Cause you have the person which is very analytic, and knows what's going on, and you have just this one dude that just talks about the random stuff that's happening.
then the guy who said that comment was Joe, and then Divan in the chat saying, "Yeah, I back you up. I agree." Okay, hold on.
Anyway, we're gonna go back to a basement defense for ZR. Again, bring up. Want to say another standard type of setup again. I see they're bringing that double rotate into blue again, with the Legion playing inside of blue. Jaeger's not going to go for a roam, he's instead going to stay inside of A. Cade as well. Cade has perched himself inside of that connector. Just looks like just left of the bar hatch. They have the Mozzie. Oh, he sees, and he gets the kill into Claim Bomber very well there.
Brilliant kill.
So Lab's getting our first kill for his team, the first kill of round number 5. It's a very good roam coming in there from the Mozzie. And immediately, 1 minute into the round, Bolo's already opening up. And there goes Hatch dropping into B from Kitchen. Ooh, Mozzie in a very good position there on main stairs. If they do not spot him out, he's in a very good position to flank in. Oh, but he gets taken out by NK as he goes for a little bit of a roam clear, and there's a 2-person push coming in from top floor. It is Vibes at NK, and they're going for a hard push. They're probably going to jump down. Going to go a split push, probably going to go down Kitchen Hatch, and going to go down main stairs as well. Wrecking crew again opening up above main stairs so they can look down into the hallway.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Oh, Bolo getting a good kill onto Grim.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
And there we go, Bolo into sight as the attack is now just rushing in through main stairs.
Bomb located by attackers.
Mostly getting taken out there. And there's a very, very quick push with 50 seconds left. Oh, and a prone Ash taking out the Legion. The last kill coming in there for the side of Falsify. So very, very good execution onto site.
Yeah, that was definitely very well done, coordinated. It was almost clinical. And unfortunately, ZR were a little stuck on their angles. They weren't too eager to move away, especially Rewind in the tunnel there. I noticed he threw a smoke just because he wasn't sure if somebody was coming down. But if they were making the calls, they would have known that everybody was collapsing on the site from the other angles.
And that's why I don't know. You'll not see people really playing in tunnel a lot. Only if you know you can clearly hear they're going for a tunnel push. Then I would say play a person inside the tunnel. Otherwise, the call should have came out. Listen, they're pushing down main stairs, and the smoke should have retreated back into B side. Probably hold the hatch where Bolo dropped down. Maybe smoked him out, or just delayed in main stairs. I know we always play sometimes the deployable shield inside the main hallway, and the smoke's playing there just to cut off that main stairs push.
But
obviously,
I'm just thinking now, smoke in that what's this area? In the tunnels. Seems like a bit of a waste because there was nobody there. And I wonder if they had the information. If they had
the call should have come out from the team saying, listen, they're not pushing tunnel, they are pushing main stairs, and he should have retreated back into sun.
Definitely.
But coming from a player's point of view as well, that's always some very easily said and actually done. I mean, sometimes you don't actually have a cam there, or people are so focused on what's happening in front of them, they literally just forget to make a call.
Yeah, you don't know if they had the information or not. It was interesting. I do wonder though, they haven't put a rotate hole through here. I wonder why that is.
Smoker's probably going to get it now. Up there we go. It's going to reinforce, and then he's probably going to put the rotation just next to it.
Okay.
It is a bit of a default rotation. There we go. I'm going to start opening it up now.
It's a little late, but let's see what happens.
Bolo already. Looks like he's already. Alright, now he's going actually up top floor, so he's gonna go for a construction push by the looks of it. There we go. Still making quick work to open up that software coming to construction. Rewind still going for a little bit of deconstruction work there on the software going into CCTV. Just to open up some lines of sight and angles for him to work with if they eventually make it into CCTV and try to go for the plant. There we go. Claymore's going out just to cut off those jump outs on the bedroom and gym windows. And now the drone's good to work. Trying to flush out the roamers and try to figure out where inside the defenders are placed. And that's a good killer coming in. That's a Sophia taking out the roaming Jaeger. So 1.5 minutes left. The first kill comes in for Falsify.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
I don't know if that was on purpose. There were 2 kills coming. Phantom getting a good kill onto Grim as the reinforced wall into sight into cash room gets opened up. Jackal going for a very aggressive push into garage as the refrax comes in, but unfortunately it's not enough for the side of Zero, and Falsify takes that round. You can clearly see it's a very different story with the 5th person for Falsify.
Yeah, I agree.
Coordinated.
Yeah, they're able to clamp down on the bottom sides and attack all at once. Being down an attacker on Clubhouse, which is very much a defended-sided map, you know, in everybody else's opinion, except Clown, who thinks it's a defend. Well, it thinks it's an attack-sided map, but it's a defender-sided map. I think I just contradicted myself there. But it's definitely a defender-sided map. It's just so easy, especially if you hold garage in that CCTV spawn.
Right, so we're going to go to round number 7 now. And if for those of you, I know I say it every time, but obviously I don't know if there's people watching this for the first time. If you get to 6 rounds, you go to round number 7, you're going to swap around. So that means Falsify is going to go for defense now, and ZR is going to go on attack.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Right, so this is the first attacking round, or defending round rather, for Falsify, and they're going for a CCTV hold. Definitely one of the more default areas to go for your first defensive round. There we go. Painful. But almost wanted to say, ask if you're right, everything is right, but it looks like the dock is ready and probably gonna go for either a spawn peek or hold a very long angle. I would not be surprised if Claypool is gonna go for a spawn peek.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
injuring the dock.
5 seconds.
Luckily, it's a dock.
Yeah, but now how much utility does he have?
Attackers
He can only do that
There he
twice,
goes.
right?
the bomb.
Use one of his drugs there. Right, that's round number 7 starts. Falsify. Doesn't look like they're committing too many people on the roam. Playing a bit more on site. Capital pushes up. 2 people, 3 people going, so they're going up top. Probably gonna maybe go for a small cash push, or maybe gonna go over all the way out over to rewind. He's gonna go for the plant. Will Vibes be able to get? Oh, very dangerous. Always making their ADS
Attackers have located a bomb.
getting to work, taking out that grenade. So it seems like, don't want to speak too quickly out, it seems like Rewind's gonna get open. So he's gonna get it open the wall coming into CCTV. Oh, very well read there by Misflick as he gets the dock as he goes for a run out from garage
That's very
door.
well done. Because it's so easy to just do the run out there, and they were prepared for it. They were very prepared for that.
Vibes holding a tight angle from stairs onto that CCTV opened window. So 1.5 minutes left, and Zero is for the moment in control of this map as they push into gym. They do have the defense do have MK on that Jaeger roaming inside of small stash. It looks like no. It looks like it's to the side. Yeah, he's gonna decide to push back into construction, but mostly getting a double kill there and taking out Vibes. So that's the banner gone. They still have the Valkyrie cams from Bolo. And because the tank does not have an IQ, it's going to be very difficult. C4 going out.
Ooh.
Oh, but unfortunately there gets taken out. So ZR definitely firmly in the driving seat. It's only the smoke left.
Attackers activate.
Phantom in a very difficult position. He gets one down. Goes quite aggressive as he goes for the shotgun kill. Oh, and he gets taken out.
Padding
Wanted
those
to say
stats.
it's just, actually wanted to say it's just a matter of time now before it gets taken out. I mean, I've seen some pretty amazing clutches with smoke. But a 1v4 when all of them are on site and the plant is already going down, it's one of those almost impossible wins.
Yeah, Phantom was having a hard time there just keeping up. He kept dodging and just dodging and weaving and just couldn't quite like figure out where's this guy, where's this guy, where's this guy. And then one of them walks right past him. It's just like, oh, okay. No,
So that was looking much better from the side of ZR.
oh yes.
Much more composed. Definitely taking a different route than Falsify. Falsify went for a very aggressive push. I mean, we saw one round where Ash literally just walked into sight and wreaked havoc. ZR taking a little bit of a different approach, so they're going for a more methodical, slower push into sight, and it seems to work for them.
Yeah, it does seem to work for them. They played that very well. They executed it perfectly. I don't think I would change a single thing. They read the run out from Klein Pompey very well. I was quite happy to see that. I was watching that develop and I was just like, hold on, are they going to catch that? Are they going to catch that? Because it would be so bad for them to be caught out by that. And they did. Misflick read it well, covered his teammate. Klein Pompey, I think, maybe got one shot off, if that, and was taken out immediately. It was very well read and great to see.
Right, so they decided they're not going to go back for a second time on CCTV, rather going down to basement. There you go, Phantom just getting that last hatch in kitchen. They did not bring the cage, so they can't electrify the hatches, but they do have Bolo on the pulse. So he's going to be on information gathering for his team. Got MK on the vigil. He's going to go for a bit of a spawn peek. Just hopes maybe someone runs past. But it does not look like that.
Yeah, there's nobody there to run past.
Still have to wait and see which area they're gonna go for. It looks like I almost want to say they're gonna go for a tunnel
Defender
push.
is approaching a kill zone.
Oh no, there we go. Misfleet's gonna go straight for kitchen. Okay, so it looks like they're gonna go for a hatch. Get the hatch open as quickly as possible. Ash already pushing in, but gets stopped a little bit in their tracks. So again, as I mentioned, ZR is not going for that aggressive push like Falsify did. They managed to get a little bit of control over the kitchen area, but obviously they are wary of that pulse playing from beneath. So opening up that hatch could be quite a problem if they cannot dispatch the pulse.
Strong claymore work coming in from them.
Yeah, they might want to make double sure they do not get flanked from behind.
Yeah, Fissy was telling me before this game that they haven't been able to practice. Sorry, Misflick was telling me that they weren't able to practice their strats, but I think he's lying. They look solid.
Torch ready to go.
Speaking of the devil, MK gets taken out by Misflick himself. So that is one of the big roamers for Falsify taken off. Paul's just trying to hold an angle, and Lab's getting a good kill there with the twitch onto Klein Pompey. So there's a Doc again getting taken out. Oh, Bob's getting a good kill. And Paul's getting pushed back from the Zofia wreaking havoc inside the connector tunnel. And Falsify on the back foot again. It's only vibes with that smoke left inside of sight, but he gets taken out. So 2 very good rounds, very promising start for their attack for ZR. If they can keep this up, it's going to be quite an interesting second half.
Yeah, completely agreed. For a defender-sided map, ZR is doing a great job here. Very clinical attacks, coordinating their pushes, using different strategies for sure. I don't think I've seen people clear the way they have. Maybe it's standard, because the hatch clears are standard, pretty standard. And I'm wondering, got a rook coming in there.
Almost wanted to say I want to see a Monty, but just before I said I saw no way it's banned.
Banned.
I really would have liked to see a Monty coming in. Oh, we go. Phantom's gonna 6-pick off. There we go. So he's gonna 6-pick off to the pulse. So going for a CCTV cash hold. Maybe try and get a little bit of a better hold there than the previous time.
Don't know what the score was before, but Labs is definitely doing some work now. Labs is one of the new players for ZR, if I'm not mistaken.
Valkyrie. I don't think that was on purpose. There we go. A little bit low of that evil eye. Right, I don't think Klempom is going to go for that exact same run on Garage again. We'll see. Maybe he tries his luck again and gets lucky.
I think he learned from that one. Don't know if you saw, he was off in the chat there saying, ugh, that was stupid.
Yeah. Interesting enough, the defense did not bring any form of electrification or denial on any hard walls, which means Rewind can literally go to work as quickly as his feet can carry him to that wall. He can go to work and open up that hard wall coming into CCTV.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Do you look for that when you're droning? Do you look for... Oh, I guess you don't even have to drone. You just know they don't have a bandit, they don't have a Kaid.
Yeah, I mean, if you know the defensive team doesn't have it, you're not even gonna bother looking for anything.
Yeah.
I mean, a mute you can very clearly hear when you get close enough to the site. But people don't play Mu really that often. I don't know why Misflick's gonna go. He's probably going to try and look for an angle or take out ADSs or something. Which there is not, because they also haven't brought in a Jaeger.
What's he looking for you?
Geek, I honestly have absolutely no idea what he's trying to do there.
Okay.
I mean, they do not have any form of electrification, so and they know this because they drone them out. So I don't know why
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Thermite is not going to open
Maybe
up.
they're
Instead, they're going for
waiting.
a big push going from Jump side for some reason.
Located a bomb.
As Misflick all on his own getting taken out there.
Yeah. This seems silly, like it didn't need to happen.
Yep, and there they go, taking out Pulse, taking him out to the drone hole. So that good execution from them, falling a little bit apart. I don't know why he pushed on his own. All the way on side, and the rest of the team is literally just putting on the opposite side of the map.
Well, he's on cams now, doing work.
Oh, but speaking of Labs, getting a good kill onto Bolo. That's Valkyrie off. The Valkyrie camp's still in place, so the callouts can still be made for the rest of the team. 1.5 minutes left. They haven't not made really that much progress. I mean, they have got into bedroom, so bedroom is clear now.
Oh, very nice pick.
Spotting the head of MK and taking him off. Very well done there. And another pick coming in for the Sophia, taking out Pulse. So clearly, whatever they're doing, it works very, very well for them as Labs get a double kill. One player gets taken out.
Oh, that almost didn't work. That flick was close.
Margie not capable to take out the rest of the players, and ZR picks up their 3rd round in a row.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what Miss Flick was doing there, but the team seemed to have a plan.
They asked for a rehost. Why?
Vibes is a sound glitch.
Oh, okay. Aye.
Okay, hold on. Oh, but quit to desktop, return to menu.
No,
there we
menu.
go.
There we go, yeah. Alright, this time the stream's not going to be cut off. I'm still going to be here, except if Geek
Do you want to
cut
keep
me
talking?
off.
You want to keep talking?
Yeah,
Should I
keep
play
talking.
some? Okay, I can play some highlights.
I'll keep annoying the people with my very, very irritating voice.
No, dude, you sound good, man. You sound good.
For you guys who have just joined us, welcome. The game has not stopped. We're just going to rehost one of the players as a sound glitch. And what that means is like the drones and stuff. Or when you're on drones or on cams and stuff, you cannot hear anything. So they ask for a rehost just to get that player a fair chance to play the game as efficiently as possible. If you have missed, as I said, you're just joining us, Falsify was in the lead up until halfway point, but ZR is coming back. They have won 3 rounds in a row on attack, which is interesting because it is in a defender-sided map. Obviously, they're playing on Clubhouse, and it's been quite an interesting match as late, or as thus far. And obviously, there's been played I think it's 2 games that's been played earlier today. The first one was RTC against Skrull, and unfortunately, Skrull won that game 7-5.
That was the only game played today.
Oh, the other ones were by default.
Yeah, EXM wasn't able to participate in this tournament, or at least this weekend's tournament. So they've kind of forfeited their games. Otherwise, they would have won 3 other games today.
But still 2 games for you guys to watch. There is 1 game coming up after this one's going to be GgOD against ZR. So ZR's going to play 2 games today, right after each other. So good luck to them for that one as well. And yesterday was also 3 games played. No, 2 games of the 3 played. First one was RTC against Falsify. Falsify also winning that one. I'm not completely sure about I can't remember how far. And then the 3rd game of that day, obviously EXM's 2nd game was default again. And the 3rd game was GgOD against Skrull, which GgOD also won. So there's been a couple of games played this weekend. But we're not done. Tomorrow is the 3rd day, and there's also a few games going to be played then as well. So if you just joined us, you have not missed too much. Next weekend there's going to be games as well next weekend. But for now, we're just quickly waiting for the rehost so everything be set up so we can get back in the game. The players are joining as I'm speaking now, and Geek's just putting on the finishing touches to get the game back in. We are on.
I think you just enjoy talking.
4. Are we 5-4 in the favor of ZR?
Yes.
I think. Yeah, 5-4. 5-4 in favor of ZR. As I said, they came back from their losing a few rounds on defense, and they came back winning 3 rounds in a row on attack. So they're looking quite promising. Falsify had a very good attacking game, and it looks like Geek has everything set up and ready for us to jump back.
I just want to double check
into
here.
Clubhouse.
Cool. So okay, so just gonna say this out loud. So ZR won the first round, Church and Arsenal. Okay, ZR won first round, Church and Arsenal. Then Falsify won CCTV. Somebody crashed in the background there. Then round 3, CCTV was won by ZR. Then round 4 was Falsify, Church and Arsenal. Then round 5 was also Trojan Arsenal, Falsify, well done to them. Round 6 was Falsify on CCTV. Round 7 was ZR on CCTV. Then round 8 is ZR on Church, and then CCTV ZR as well. Some interesting developments there. The fact that ZR is picking up 3 wins in a row, then Falsify picked up 3 wins in a row. They stopped alternating, like they kept getting momentum off of each other. What point was the last rehost? We rehosted at round 5. Very interesting.
No, it's not around 9.
No, we did the ZR rehost.
Oh, you mean that one? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if Falsify picked up momentum of getting their player back, which it looks like they did, and then ZR seemed to adapt because now they're going three rounds in a row. So it's very interesting. They've gained a one round lead. Very well done to them.
To be honest, I mean, from watching Pro League, it looks like stuff is getting turned around quite a bit because there's 1 or 2 maps, and the casters in Pro League has also been talking about it, where maps that's normally defender-sided maps has like a 74 and a 75% win rate on attack. So I don't know if players have started changing the way they play or
Meta, man.
got slacky. I don't know what the reason for it is, but I mean it's been happening all across the world with Pro League even. So yeah, we are just waiting for the last person from ZR. Unfortunately, his game crashed, so we're just waiting for him to get back into the game and start up everything, so we can get back to Clubhouse, which is being played for the 2nd time today. So Resident Stockholm Syndrome map. If you were with us last month, and I think the month before as well, Clubbers is quite a favorite map for people to play on. It's been casted and played quite a bit, especially in the FAN or the FAN tournament or tourneys. So I don't know. I start to like it. It grows on you. It really grows on you.
Yeah, I get it. So I think I'm going to start doing those. I'm going to get teams ready like half an hour before game start, because every time, specifically with Scroll and with Falsify.
Wait. Can we quickly...
No,
Can you quickly, what? Question mark?
no, we can't wait.
Just wait quickly.
Alright, so apparently there's still 1 or 2 problems. Quite a
We're
few
getting
problems actually. They're subbing someone in, by the looks of it, Falsify. So one of the players, Klein Pompey, it looks like he's having problems or he has to go.
Klein Bumpy sounds like he's having troubles with life. All the messages he's putting in the chat, like, ugh, I'm so tired. And just...
Luckily for Falsify, they have, looks like they sub.
Yeah, so in Falsify's lineup, they have Phantom, they have Klein Pompey, they have MK, they have Dankler, Vibes, Jiggy, and Bolo.
Alright, so we are gonna start off in 3, 2, 1.
Nah, hold on. Cool, ZR, are you ready?
Geek, you're messing up my casting here, man.
No, man, you're messing up my rhythm.
Alright, I do apologize
Welcome.
for the waiting.
Hello
We
there.
are working with electronics and technology, and stuff can go wrong.
ZR, are you ready?
And
Oh!
What?
Geek, at this point, I think we just play, and unfortunately for them, they're gonna have to play with 4 or 5 again.
We don't know what happened.
Lama.
Alright, for you guys who's watching, welcome. To you who've been joining us right now, to you who've been watching from the beginning, thank you very much for your support. And for you guys who've been watching from Friday, thank you so much for your support. Really love it when you guys are here. We're really trying to build the community, build the viewer base, build the player base. And you guys are the support. You guys are the ones that racks in the views and the people who's watching. So really appreciate it. Really appreciate you guys watching, commenting in the YouTube channel, and showing your love for Rainbow Six, and for South African Rainbow Six specifically. Obviously, we are not on the international radar, but that does not stop us from enjoying the games we love. There you go, Geek, just straightening out a few things in chat with the guys. Geek, are you running highlights for us?
No, man, I'm just playing the Tombstone recording on repeat.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I wanted to say when you said welcome to everybody again, it was just like, oh, somebody hit repeat in the Tombstone.
Well,
Nah.
I can't see how many people have joined. Maybe there's like 1 or 2 people joined up and they don't know what the hell's going on.
No, it's good, man. I love the way you do it. You keep doing it. I have no issue with it. I just find it funny.
Right. Still waiting for one of the players of Falsify. They've been having quite a few problems since the beginning of this tournament, which is unfortunate for them. I really do hope they get everything worked out for next week. I mean, we have had quite a bit less rehosts than last time, which is nice. Last season or last tournament, we had like 4 or 5 rehosts in like one weekend, which is horrible. This one's, I think, the first one
Yeah.
for this weekend, so it's good. We're already improving, but we're not improving enough, eh?
I could be playing highlights, but you were just talking, so just like, go with it, man, go with it. No, I think it's good. It's more genuine. Also, I think the players, the viewers, might enjoy seeing what's going on. But more importantly, I wanted to say something. You were saying stuff about how, we appreciate the views and we love that you guys are here and all that, and it's just like, that's great and all. But I also want to make it clear, I didn't tell him to say that shit. Tombstone is free range. He says whatever comes to his mind. There's no script or anything.
I get 100 rand every time I say it.
100 rand.
Can
Can you imagine?
Say this.
Can you imagine if I could pay you 100 rand every time?
Yes, man. I would not cost. I would literally be saying that the whole time. Thank you for being. Thank you for being. Thank you for being. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being. I will go into the live stream like on YouTube, like 3 minutes late, just thanking everyone that comes in and views. Anyway, enough of the jokes. We are back in the game. Everyone is up and ready. Hopefully there's not going to be any problem. Obviously they can't rehost anymore. Each team gets only 1 rehost per map.
Yes, boss.
That's very good for us. So if anything happens now, well, tough luck to the teams who are going to go on casting and go on with the map. Sounds very harsh, but that's Protocol rules, and we're going to try and stick to that as much as possible. ZR is in the lead as we go into round number 10. They are on attack and Falsify's on defense. They're going to go to Church and Arsenal.
This game is so close to finishing. It's like 2 rounds left. Can we please just go?
And again, no Cade being brought out for the defense. Oh, wait a second. 6-pick coming from MK. Oh, they're going to Alibi. Okay. Interesting. I would have sticked with the Vigil. He's a very good roamer. But I mean, Alibi is good for information gathering when they shoot that Alibi's Prismas. It makes a little bit of a live ping. Almost like Jackal does on attack, but this is just for defense. And you get a little bit of information from the attacking team. So as they get everything set up, ADS is being put down by Jaeger. It doesn't look like Vibes. Geek, just quickly check that they reinforced tunnel. I'm not sure. I don't think they're getting tunnel. Nope. Okay, no, tunnel has not been reinforced.
10 seconds left before insertion.
They are playing a prism up behind the shield. That's actually very smart.
5 seconds left before
Just to slow down the attack if they come in, they just have to be aware. Obviously, you have to shoot at that thing because you never know if it's going to be a person or not.
No, yeah. And if you're coming down tunnel, you're not going to stop and wait.
Yeah.
So that's actually very smart because they don't have to waste
You're not
any
gonna stop
utility.
there. No one stops there, has a look, and make sure, is this a prism or not? No, you're going to react on it and you shoot it.
Yeah, not there. Not in that spot. But maybe because it's not reinforced, they might think about it a bit. It'll be interesting to see what happens in that tunnel.
Okay, they decided to go for it, but they quickly changed their mind and not going tunnel. So Mistfleek is going to try and go for a garage kitchen, trying to open that hatch, dropping down into B side. A lot of drones being brought out by the attacking team, making sure nothing is in bar. Bar hatch has not been got or reinforced.
Good drone work coming in from ZR.
Yeah, they're definitely taking their time, making sure it's clean. It also doesn't look like Falsify's got a lot of roamers. I mean, they have the Alibi, which you can use for a roam, and you have the Jaeger. But it doesn't look like they're using them quite in that manner. Push coming down main stage, so it looks like they are going to go for main stage push instead of a kitchen hatch. A drop down. Brim already
Bomb located by attackers.
down. Mistflick getting a good kill there onto Phantom. That's Valkyrie taken care of.
I think Mistflick was firing through the floor.
On a good labs, getting to work again. Frag grenade going in.
Oh,
Will he get the kill now?
Yep,
Unfortunately,
connected
it
on
does not
pulse.
get-
It does do damage.
Well, a bit of damage is better than nothing. As Falsify is being put to a 2v1. To a 1v5, sorry. Vi's been taken out there, just destroyed.
Oh, very
And
well
a
done by
flawless
Zedar.
round.
I've noticed that in previous games watching Falsify, they need a round to adapt. They I don't know what it is, but consistently with Falsify, they need that one round just to get into the flow of things again. And well, when they only have 2 or 3 rounds left, that's not a lot of time to adapt.
So that puts ZR on match point. So this can either end up for a draw. Obviously, we're playing EU rules. For you guys who don't know, EU rules works like this: you don't have match point overtime, you don't have 3 best of 3s, you only have best of 1s, and you do not have overtime. So you can either draw 6-all, or you can go for a 7-4, 7-5, a 7 or whatever, but you can't go 7-6.
I'm gonna
That makes it
ask.
a little bit more.
Sorry, Tombstone, I'm going to ask your opinion of this. If you had bet on who's going to win this game, Falsify versus ZR, which one would you have bet on
Locate and defuse
winning?
bombs.
I know it's difficult to say. ZR's a new team. You don't know who's there.
It
But-
is I had my doubts on ZR, but only because they are, as you said, a new team. It's like new players that got into. We don't know how. I don't know how they play. But as I also mentioned, when Falsify is having a bad day, they really have a bad day. And I mean, since they started on defense, it looks like everything started to fall apart for them. I mean, they still can bring it back to a draw. It's not impossible,
Attackers have discovered the location of
but
a
they're
bomb.
definitely gonna have to change up something
5 seconds left
to make that work.
ZR are on a four round streak though, which is quite interesting.
Heading out to defuse a bomb.
Yeah, they are absolutely running away with this at the moment. Speaking of, it does not look like they changed up their lineup much. You do see a nomad being brought this time.
Still no reinforcements in the tunnel, but they didn't even place a Prisma because they don't have one. So I wonder what's going to happen here.
GG is going up. It does not look like he's going to go for the reinforce. He is just going to play there. Unfortunately, he does not know there's no one. They misleak again inside the freezer. I don't know if they're going to go for mainstay push again, or maybe going to go for kitchen hatch. As Grim pushes into the club area. The dance club area with the nice smooth jazz music in the background.
So I'm noticing here that Mistflick's busy droning out for the team, and the team are in a coordinated fashion. They're pushing in from multiple points, squashing away any place that a roamer could be sitting. It's quite smart. It's nice to see.
You don't see, it's only MK way up top playing on the roam, so they do not have a lot of roamers. Playing mostly on side with Vibes taking a little bit of damage inside the connector. I don't think they've joined out MK, so he's in a very good position to go for the flank if the call comes in from the team.
It'll be very interesting to see how he comes in to affect the outcome of this game, this round. It'll be very interesting because he's so far removed from everybody else. What's he going to be able to do? He is showing up. The Inferno might get caught out. But Inferno's watching the staircase. Does he have information? Oh, he didn't see!
Oh, but he looked down the wrong way and MK pushes down at the right moment to get the kill onto Inferno.
Very well
Oh,
done by
that's
MK.
unfortunate.
Yeah. And also
I
the
mean,
first...
the roam work being very well done there, and immediately he did his job. He's pushing back down to side to help support the rest of the team. They did decide to reinforce one side of blue, but the side coming into A side has not been reinforced as a double kill for MK comes in. The Mozzie putting in the work. It's going to be a full-on push for the rest of ZR into blue. Oh, now it looks like Falsify is waking up. Oh, Zofia getting one kill, so it's down to a 4v2 in favor of Phantom. Nope, there goes the Zofia being taken out. So it's only rewind on the thermite. He's stuck on blue stairs.
So before being taken out, MK was actually very useful for the team, being able to come from the top floor down and then still make it in time to the team to help out.
Oh, does damage to Jaeger, to K2, unfortunately does not get the kill, and Vibes will take him out. So it's much better now. I don't know if they woke up, like you said, got that one round to get themselves composed again, but looking definitely a lot better from Falsify this time.
Oh yeah.
I think the winning thing or the key factor for them was definitely MK playing on that top floor.
Oh yes.
For MZR did not do a proper job of droning out the top floor, making sure there is no one that's gonna come down. I mean, Ash was in a good position to get him. Unfortunately, he just looked to the wrong side of the stairs.
Yeah, Inferno could have turned that. Inferno could have made that a lot easier, but he just looked away. That big holographic sight blocked his view on the staircase, and he just wasn't able to do anything about it.
No, it's not a geek.
What?
Ash does not have its holographic sight anymore.
Oh
wait, hold on. I think I'm an ACOG. Sorry, blonde moment. Well,
No, I saw
okay,
holographic sight. I don't know the characters.
It's a long day.
Tombstone. I don't know the characters. I'm just looking. I'm talking about what I see, and what I see right now is Falsify can either draw or ZR can win this.
I had a little bit of a brain fart there.
That's cool, man. It's cool.
Anyway, but a fight. I mean, a fight between. If you looked up the right way, I mean, a fight between the Commando 9 and the R4C. I mean, there's not a competition. The R4C is a way better gun.
And to be clear, that's Ash's gun, right?
That is Ash's gun.
Yes.
But I mean, what makes Siege such a nice game? It's a headshot, deadshot. Doesn't matter which gun you use. Doesn't matter how much damage it does. If you hit the head, it's gonna be dead.
You should write a poem. That was very poetic.
Alright, so we are on match point for ZR. Falsify is going up to CCTV again and trying to make it to oh,
Defender has been discovered.
Vibes.
Yes. Falsify in their runouts.
That's a little bit of a dirty run out going down. And that puts Falsify in a very good position. Stuns getting brought out. No ADSs for them to worry about. There is a mute jammer though. I do not think they noticed it. It's been taken out by a grenade, so the portal was going to be opened up. Valkyrie is playing inside of garage, so Misflick must be wary if he's walking in there. I do not know if they know he noticed him playing on there. Bad playing a little bit downstairs. Oh, but it gets taken up by Rewind, so Vibes.
Revenge!
Rewind with a very good kill there. He also has the fuse in hand, so he must not stray away too far. Oh, grenade going in. Will it connect?
Grim able to take out. Yeah.
Before it connects, yeah, Grim taking him out before it connects. It's very good coordination there from the team. And this is actually one thing I learned from Pro League I did not know. Oh, spraying in, unfortunately. A grenade is not necessarily used to take out someone, but rather dislodge him from a position. Because sometimes you see a grenade not hitting a target and you think like, oh no, he missed his target. But sometimes it's actually just used to get a person out of a specific area and force him to rotate.
Yeah, it's
And
just
I think that
utility.
was exactly what's been done there. Oh, and the SMG-11 just taking off the head of Misflick there as he's coming in through the rotation.
This is getting serious now. These guys are stuck outside. They've breached, but they aren't able to enter. Falsify are defending, so they have the stronger position here, 3v2. Just have to hold their angles.
He's gonna go. Look like
Oh!
C4 going on. Oh, very well done. By
That
Flash,
is
very
not
good
what
play.
you want to see.
That's what we will call a good night.
Oh yes.
But the Claymore looks like he went for a run out and got punished for that by the Claymore. So now it's down to a 1v2. F2 up against the SMG-11. Two SMG-11s, so two SAS operators, Mute and Smoke. The only two left.
What would you be thinking?
Really,
Tombstone, what are you thinking right now of your labs?
not to be against labs here, but going up against the Smoke and a Mute, both with SMG-11s in hand. I mean, that gun is an absolute monster on defense. I mean, that rate of fire, that's 1,250 round rate of fire. That is yeah, punishable, as you just see there. Very well done. Falsify bring it back to a draw. Extremely well played by ZR. But Falsify managed to regain themselves, compose themselves, and bring it down to a 6-all draw.
Very well done to
Very well
everybody.
done. That is it for game number 3 for today. Only one game left after this one. I will not be there to cast. It will be two of the guys of Falsify who's going to take over the reins.
Well played, everybody.
But it's good to
game.
be here, and I'll
Yes.
gonna leave it up to Geek to finish up all the thank yous and all those stuff. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thanks,
Have a good one.
Tombstone. Thanks, Tombstone. Catch you later. Rest easy. I hope I'll see you in the live stream there, in the chat.
Shot, man. All right.
Catch you later.
Cheers, guys.
Cool. So, thanks everybody for watching. I'm not going to end the stream. We've got GgOD versus ZR coming up right now. So ZR aren't going to have any time to just recover. We're going to quickly set that lobby up. I'm going to play some of the highlights. I'm going to meet everybody else. Play some of the highlights, set the lobby up, and then we'll carry on as soon as everybody's ready. Probably be in about 10 minutes. Enjoy, guys.
In from the Jaeger as he takes out MK on the window. So that's a Carly out of the picture. And immediately Falsified down. In from the Jaeger as he takes out MK on the window. So that's a Carly out of the picture. And immediately Falsified down. 2-man deficit. Oh, but a good pick coming in from Vibes on the Ebon as he takes out the very well done there by Phantom. Just holding him off long enough to run out the timer. He was stuck for 1 second in a 1v2 situation, but he got the oh, there are my. Then Phantom also getting a good kill, so
That was interesting.
fortunately they did well. Get it back to a 1v2, 2v2, and then a 1v2, and unfortunately the Alder coming into play, and Misflick takes him out. Taken out very quickly. 30 seconds into round, and Falsify is already in a very good position. Oh, Vibes. Actually,
Wow.
MK, as he just walks into sight with the Heaven and a Dream. Speaking the wrong way.
Hey,
Oh,
that
he
looks
gets
like
one,
a
but he
dream.
could not get the rest.
As Clown would say, padding the stats.
That Dream very quickly turned into a nightmare there for ZR. In from the Jaeger as he takes out MK on the window. So that's a Carly out of the picture. And immediately Falsified down. 2-man deficit. Oh, but a good pick coming in from Vibes on the Ebon as he takes out the very well done there by Phantom. Just holding him off long enough to run out the timer. He was stuck for 1 second in a 1v2 situation, but he got the oh, there are my. Then Phantom also getting a good kill, so
That was interesting.
fortunately they did well. Get it back to a 1v2, 2v2, and then a 1v2, and unfortunately the Alder coming into play, and Misflick takes him out. Taken out very quickly. 30 seconds into round, and Falsify is already in a very good position. Oh, Vibes. Actually,
Wow.
MK, as he just walks into sight with the Heaven and a Dream. Speaking the wrong way.
Hey,
Oh,
that
he
looks
gets
like
one,
a
but he
dream.
could not get the rest.
As Clown would say, padding the stats.
That Dream very quickly turned into a nightmare there for ZR. In from the Jaeger as he takes out MK on the window. So that's a Carly out of the picture. And immediately Falsified down. 2-man deficit. Oh, but a good pick coming in from Vibes on the Ebon as he takes out the very well done there by Phantom. Just holding him off long enough to run out the timer. He was stuck for 1 second in a 1v2 situation, but he got the oh, there are my. Then Phantom also getting a good kill, so
That was interesting.
fortunately they did well. Get it back to a 1v2, 2v2, and then a 1v2, and unfortunately the Alder coming into play, and Misflick takes him out. Taken out very quickly. 30 seconds into round, and Falsify is already in a very good position. Oh, Vibes. Actually,
Wow.
MK, as he just walks into sight with the Heaven and a Dream. Speaking the wrong way.
Hey,
Oh, he
that looks
gets
like
one,
a
but he
dream.
could not get the rest.
As Clown would say, padding the stats.
That Dream very quickly turned into a nightmare there for ZR. In from the Jaeger as he takes out MK on the window. So that's a Carly out of the picture. And immediately Falsified down. Two-man deficit. Oh, but a good pick coming in from Vibes on their bond as he takes out the very well done there by Phantom, just holding him off long enough to run out the timer. He was stuck for 1 second in a 1v2 situation, but he got the oh, yeah, then Phantom also getting a good kill, so
That was interesting.
fortunately they did well. Get it back to a 1v2, 2v2, and then a 1v2, and unfortunately the Alder coming into play and Misflick takes him out. Taken out very quickly, 30 seconds into the round, and Falsify is already in a very good position. Oh, Vibes. Actually,
Wow.
MK, as he just walks into sight with the Heaven in a dream. Speaking the wrong way.
Hey,
Oh,
that
he
looks
gets
like
one,
a
but he
dream.
could not get the rest.
As Clown would say, padding the stats.
That dream very quickly turned into a nightmare there for ZR. In from the Jaeger as he takes out MK on the window. So that's a call out of the picture. And immediately Falsified down. Two-man deficit. Oh, but a good pick coming in from Vibes on their bond as he takes out the very well done there by Phantom, just holding him off long enough to run out the timer. He was stuck for 1 second in a 1v2 situation, but he got the oh, yeah, then Phantom also getting a good kill, so
That was interesting.
fortunately they did well. Get it back to a 1v2, 2v2, and then a 1v2, and unfortunately the Alder coming into play and Misflick takes him out. Taken out very quickly, 30 seconds into the round.
Welcome, guys, to the next game. I don't know which game this is actually because the last game was game 4. I think this is like game 7 or something. ZR versus GgOD. This is going to be a very interesting game. This is ZR's second game in the tournament. They played surprisingly well against Falsify. I must admit, it's great to see them doing very well with a team that we haven't seen that composition yet. And now we've got, I know Zly is in here. Zly is a very strong player for ZR, and we've got Moist Auntie. I don't know who Moist Auntie is, but it'd be great to see what they add to the team. In the commentator's seat, we have Armando from Falsify. He's actually the captain. Your name is Phantom. And we've also got Vibes, who did that sick run out in the last game. Anyway.
Also known as the carry. No,
The carry. Okay, cool.
dude, that first Rio's completely screwed my momentum. But anyways. Pretty standard bans coming in here for Coastline. I don't understand this mirror ban completely, but
I think it's possibly for the bathroom side. You can, for the
yeah,
kitchen
can
side, you
find
can
it.
do some
Oh yeah,
bathroom
true.
strats.
Monty ban, Jackal ban, standard, mirror, probably Echo or Clash probably.
Echo, yeah. Jackal, I think it's interesting. I mean,
Jackal's probably, I feel like ZR, this isn't really a roam heavy map. Due to it being smaller in size, and the first Rios was already coming our way.
shocker.
Shocker.
I think the Jackal ban, I think it's mostly because they want to throw nitros ourselves from below, and they don't want to be tracked, like hide in offers. Which I guess I can respect. Clash, ooh.
No rehost. They're gonna save it.
This is a problem now because a Clash pick. That's why I would have banned her. Oh no.
Are they actually gonna
Oh
spin?
no. Spicy dongle.
Oh, he returned. Whoa.
He returns to the chunker.
Oh, fifth able to make it back in.
Okay, well, this is interesting. I think the chunker's gonna spawn peek somewhere.
The
Possibly a
confidence
bit.
coming out of
Yes, the Chunker asked me before, do they get bonus points for spawn peeking with Chunker? And I may have said yes. Didn't mean it. But they're now under the impression that if they spawn peek as Chunker, they get bonus points.
I mean, I can respect it.
The sad part is if you have a chunker and let's say a smoke with a deployable, you actually have a pretty lethal combo if it has to hold down one sector of the map, especially against people that do not know how to deal with it. So
Yeah, I think
if they have a Jaeger ADS shield and the chunker turret, it might actually be a
I
problem.
think a chunker's gonna play behind couches or by couches. If he places, I don't know if it's very safe for him to play behind bar, considering the window. Oh, he's playing from below. Probably spawn peeking druids. Yeah,
Attackers
yeah.
are heading out to defuse a bomb.
A bit late, so I do not know
Once
about the
again,
effect.
why is he pre-firing this?
Oh
Someone's
yeah.
head might get taken off here. Comes in.
Oh,
misses,
that's an idiot.
whipping.
Unlucky.
Don't worry, he still has. Okay.
Oh,
getting shot.
oh.
Oh,
Lot of
no.
damage. That's unfortunate.
Clown gets taken out by Labs. Where was Clown peeking for him to be able?
IQ running the LMG.
The one
Just
thing
think-
that I've noticed about the gameplay of Zero is they're very spaced out on the attack. They
Yeah.
don't push one certain area. There's like one or two people coming from
Attackers have located a bomb.
like vital parts of the map.
Yeah, very reminiscent of ourselves, I'd say.
Okay, start fixing.
Playing behind bar. Bar's probably gonna be. You know about bar.
Moisty.
Knock
Conti
playing not as aggressive
already
as
in.
you'd hope. Oh, this knock play could actually do a lot of that. Determining, oh, I don't know if the luggage push was really the play.
If
It's aquarium
Smoke
clear
get
though. Oh no,
taken
aquarium's
out
clear.
here, they have a serious issue on their hand. There's no one on the B side. They probably drone that. If they actually have no one defending B basically now. The only person is Snake that you can see. They can see the rotate there.
And you forgot about the row.
This round is definitely in the bag of Zeton unless this Maestro puts up 9 kills in the round.
Oh, and there goes smoke. Unlucky.
Oh,
I mean, never count out a Capcan. Oh!
One kill.
Ooh!
kill. Second shot is
Ah,
pretty much
lucky.
set up.
That LMG though.
Yeah, the G8, very controversial weapon to say the least.
Ooh! Oh, godly knife. I mean,
Labs.
I have to respect.
Got we don't like the floor. So 1-0 to the attacking side of ZR. What does ZR stand for? Does anyone know?
Zero remorse.
Oh,
No, my word,
kinky.
it's like Memento Mori now. Nice.
Hey, Zedor's coming into the strong actually because they tied against you, which means they still get a point. If they're able to win this, they get 2 points. They already got 2 because EXM isn't there, but they're not there.
We got the 2 forfeit for EXM.
Yeah,
We got 6. We got 7 points now.
yeah, that's true.
yeah, so we're
Yeah,
tied.
but our core roster hasn't played a full game together this tournament.
Defenders, protect your
So-
bombs.
Yeah, I've had
Defuse by
PC
attackers.
problems. Some of us are
We
riding
didn't have
bikes.
our IGL, and then today we had our IGL, but we didn't have our main fragger.
We just kind of, as you see, our attacks were much more fluent when we got Claim Poppy back. But he was very tired from all his biking.
Attackers have discovered the
Kinda
location
slow.
of the
Okay.
bomb.
The difference on the side of GgOD, not much.
Attackers have located
Just
a
they
bomb.
don't have a chunker this time.
I believe Legion's gonna be playing Aqua, which is quite the
Legion,
upgrade.
it's
10
there's
seconds
only one
remaining.
ADS, which is
Quite
as we
concerning if they throw flashes from the drone.
so
seconds
burn the
to
ADS,
insertion.
but throwing the flashes could signal that he has to rotate out. But the only problem is,
Attackers
as
are
soon as
heading
you
out
rotate
to
out of
defuse
that
the
bar
bomb.
position, you basically
Attackers
Does
have
he have an
Give
ADS
off
on
what?
stairs? On
Attackers recovered the
what
diffuser.
you call it? Kuvibe stairs. Because that could also be naded. I do not think. Yeah, he does.
there's
Okay.
an ADS. So the last ADS is probably somewhere on
I-
B, in my mind. Yeah, it is. It is to the. There's the rappel coming in. Zly is.
Droning while standing there, quite a risky move.
No,
Could
I've
be
played
run
that
out.
angle a few times. You can't see him from the window. But he has
Yeah,
to
but-
standing up. You can probably.
Legion still has those impacts. He could.
Yes.
Oh, office. Philosophia pushing office. Security is clear. I take it. He's not
Sledging
gonna
the
be
nade,
doing.
not knowing there's an ADS.
Oh, that was
Hatch
close.
open. I've actually been
Almost.
killed from laying on the hatch and then they ash charged it from beneath.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's
They're
down, it's
rotating
down.
into luggage. That's not great. Because they're
This is
quite clustered
basically
now.
give-
Oh!
Picks up
Clown
one.
picking
Does
up
he
a-
know he's down though? I do not think he knows.
Yeah, but no one's there to save him.
To the viewers, you should also remember for the player side, the points are off, so they do not see any. So they don't
Ah.
get an indication whether the player has been injured or not.
They don't even
But,
get a indicator on their screen for like damage to down or
GgOD.
drones destroyed.
GgOD just taking this round.
GgOD really picking up the space from last round. No more trolling with the Junker. Sly, I don't know.
Sly's
Sly's
bleeding
not
out.
going to be picked up. Auntie's getting
Moisty
smoked.
Auntie opting to sit inside of the smoke.
Smells good, man.
That's a really
Oh,
interesting
unlucky.
name.
A lot of blood. Yeah, they're pretty much locked down. No one's really peeking.
And the chances of
Jaeger
the
might
win
run out. But
on
I
the
don't
cam.
think...
That's such a irritating cam. Someone use your nitro cell.
How long before the runouts?
Yeah, that's good.
Hopefully we don't see too many
At this
runouts.
point, if you were playing
Never
against
mind.
America,
Oh, unlucky, bro. No, I think.
if you were
Just stay
playing
quiet.
against us, at this point, we would have one would have jumped out of Aqua door.
We would have been.
One
in
would have been
ruins
running out
already.
Sunrise. And then we would have lost the round. 1v5.
Just like that.
That's just what happened. Yeah, 1-1 scoreline now.
Kind of
Coastline,
unfortunate that we don't get
sadly,
these.
or luckily, I don't know which you prefer, is one of the more played maps in Pro League at this point, or in like official games, due to it being very balanced in my mind.
Kitchen
and
could really go both ways.
yeah, and you
Opting
can
to take a buck and a sledge, that means we can play very
knowing that they're going kitchen, they're gonna try and go for the vertical play probably.
not a lot of
Top
hard
of verity,
breach. They're
as my
not going to
boy
be able to open
Hacksaw would say.
Luckily, not that hard breaching, not that necessary on this
Clown just went Legion to Legion 6 pick just to flex on the mateys.
Upgraded.
Upgrade people, upgrade.
Upgrades. I want to make that meme now, but it's not very PC.
Beat you to it.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Zly just vibing in with a drone.
Ooh! I think it's someone's gonna pick Journal. And
Yes, that is
That
a
would be-
standard procedure.
that's
if you
usually
have
a
doc.
standard thing.
That journal,
There.
yesterday in our game, we
Attackers
picked
have
up a kill
located a
from
bomb.
there, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, there was some good frags from that journal yesterday.
Now, me and Pumpy are very good on clubhouse.
I mean, if you angle yourself perfectly, the attacker can see the feet.
Yeah,
But
This drone from
obviously,
Inferno not being heard?
none-
Yeah,
no.
okay. Snake missed the shotgun shell onto the drone, that's embarrassing.
That's okay. Nobody saw that, right?
I saw it.
He commented
Stream,
on
I
it too.
now brought attention to it, so stream also now has seen it.
Bro, can we put that in the highlights?
Okay.
point.
There we go. It's in the highlights.
Smoke opting to destroy the glass. I do not know if that's really the play. That glass really makes it hard to see the person hiding behind it, so I usually opt to keep it there. Especially since he only has an SMG 11 to really take gunfights from a range.
It's fire coming from. I just lagged out, I think.
Yeah,
No, sorry, that was me. I was just doing something quick.
Oh, okay, so standard. everyone's
Top
going.
clear.
They have no one roaming. Oh no, there it is. Sorry, I lied. Jaeger might be killed here because he's on a really bad angle against ACOGs.
Yeah, I would have rather opted for a visual than a Jaeger. Oh,
Mark
never
already
mind.
down, getting picked up from theater.
Fuck, that's why they brought the sledge, in case the mark goes down. They still have someone. They're not restricted. I noticed Misflick also uses breaching shots. So I think there's quite a ways they could have used the claymore. Missing some easy
Prone
shots.
kill trying to come in from Jaeger, not getting punished for it, funnily enough.
Sledge
Usually you
getting
would-
Sledge down. That's
Sledge on low HP is a situation because as soon as he breaks open a floor and someone
Gonna
has
get
fast
free
enough
fire,
reaction time,
yeah.
you can just shoot them through the floor. If the bars align up.
honestly, at
So-
this point, GgOD could just pull back. They don't need to be so aggressive anymore. They've done their job upstairs.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, but that's the run in the back. It's a Bonner down, they can't go through hatches.
the yield.
Doc
They,
not
they don't
healing
know about the
himself?
down.
Doc's up, okay.
Oh,
Oh, the peak coming in. Getting traded, they think Doc is down, so the peak might come in from Doc here, not happening. Doc
Oh, very well played.
well
Moist
played.
on-
Well, two players on very low HP.
I do want to point out that Inferno just revived. Sorry, Moist Auntie just revived Inferno, and Inferno revived Moist Auntie earlier. They're working so well side by side.
And then Misflick picking up a kill with a G8, arguably one of the better guys, and if not the best guy in the game right now.
Running it with not running it for angled grip, questionable
The
decision,
angle
but I
that-
guess it's working for him.
The vertical on the ACOG is probably the better
Yeah.
option because you need to be pulled on top.
I prefer the angled grip with the ACOG because the ACOG slows down your ADS speed.
Your ADS speed, yes.
Yeah, so that kind of counteracts it. Sledge really has to be careful. He can't just go hip firing. He has to be ADS at all times unless he wants to get things coming, and that's good. I'd say that's a silver. These pings are
This is
not
still
being
very
used.
doable. 16 seconds left on the clock here. 15. They have to push into sight now. The diffuser's still upstairs. They can't go through Ash. You'll have to rotate down through cool vibes. Getting a kill.
Not ADS.
If Lesion can pick up one here, he might win. Gets the play with a lot of HP. Gets the kill. If he peeks in, diffuser going
Does
down
have an
now.
impact. One impact
Both
could
of them
kill
very
both of them.
low. Knows where one player is now. Sitting in the door, not trying to overextend.
They just have to wait.
They just have to
nice
play
crossfire.
time now. If he gets the kill onto this Ash, we mightn't be in a bit of a situation.
You should
He
impact
knows
that.
it's to the left, clearing to the right and window now. Trying to peek. Prone strat coming
There we
out.
go. Well played.
Very
Zedar brought
unlucky.
that back, round back from a 3v5.
Yeah.
So that was really well played by Zedar. Showing
Yeah,
more
I
than
think-
they did last tournament in my mind.
I do not
don't
think. I don't think it was well played by Zero. I think it was poorly played by GgOD. They should have pulled back. They should not have
Yes, that's true.
spent so much time
The
upstairs.
doc as well, in my mind, should have
Yeah, he
gotten
sh-
at least one more.
or he should have. When he saw his teammate go down, he should have just ran away.
I do like to point out that teamwork from Inferno and I think most Auntie, keeping each other going, even using the one as bait, the other one going down, and then getting the frag on the dock. That was very well played.
Yeah.
Overall, poorly played by both teams, but Zedar ended up coming back with it and actually taking the win.
I believe GgOD could, if they pick up the pace, they could really be doing some more damage. But they're playing much too aggressive. Who did they play yesterday? They play. Who did they play yesterday? GgOD. Scroll.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think Scroll's a much more passive team than Zera is. So I think they're used to being more aggressive now, and that's kind of working against them at the moment. But I guess they were previous tournament champions, so you can't count them out yet.
Yeah, GgOD play very well. They're very aggressive though, and they do have the strats and the game knowledge. But I think their aggressiveness is their undoing. They do the one thing that you, if you know how it works, GgOD will be aggressive, but they'll coordinate as a team when they attack. If you can prepare for that and you can shut them down during that initial attack, then you're fine. You can defend against them. You take out 2 players during the attack, and you're good.
Yeah, I'd say that team that plays a bit over aggressive. Ooh, opting to go for the SMG. What's that? FMJ9. Quite an interesting pick. I prefer the shotgun.
Something else about GgOD is there tends to be 2 or 3 top players, and everybody else is just utility.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of problematic in the long term, but I guess if it's working for them, usually they should stick to it. But Zero is really taking advantage. As soon as these heavy fraggers are dropping, it's basically game over. Unlucky. Not away from the drone or.
Come on out!
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
That's a. GgOD needs to do something to stop this droning. This droning is really damaging. Maybe swapping. I know Crisscross likes to play Jaeger, but maybe you should opt to switch to a Mozzie. Because Mozzie really slows them down if they can't drone properly.
What about a mute?
Yeah, me too, but I don't know how good they are with the SMG11 because I don't like the MP5 that much compared to the shotgun. And of course, what they can also do is they can. Oh! GgOD actually bringing it back, but now they need to chill. If Clown can't afford to die here. Something big to mention is they haven't tried a single time to nitro them from below. Something I think is quite a problem. Valkyrie should at least be trying to nitro. Because they're getting destroyed from above.
Yeah, which is quite unusual, don't you think?
Yeah, I'd hope. Doc standing in the open, quite questionable. Hopefully. No one peeked him from behind. But you never know. Yeah,
There
okay,
we
there
go.
goes the nitro, but it's
Oh,
gone.
you heard it. You heard it.
Yeah, but he can still hold the angle. He should not be on ADS right now. ADS. Okay, see, yeah. Very dangerous. Playing a very dangerous game.
Oh, very good kill there.
The smoke is clearly not working. I think you should definitely swap off the smoke. The smoke hasn't been effective.
Oh, great kill there.
Quite kind of a.
Zedar took that very nicely.
Ooh! Flank coming in.
Oh,
Another one. Ooh.
spicy plays.
15 seconds
Ah, okay,
remaining.
now he has to chill. Now he has to chill. He has to stop PK.
10 seconds remaining.
Probably. Okay, no.
5
I think
seconds
this is a
remaining.
GG.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Bro, that's a questionable play. Should have planted behind the.
That hesitation.
Yeah.
He should have planted immediately. I think.
No, I don't think he should have planted immediately. I think he should have went to the bomb, the physical bomb. He
Okay.
didn't have any cover there.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, maybe.
Well-
Maybe that would have been enough time.
As you see, Doc was quite confused and if that was him or just a body, so I think he could have gotten that plant off at least. Post plant, he would not be in a great situation. But I mean, I see there's a pulse coming out. I think someone's gonna play office, but I don't think Pulse can play office alone unless he's roaming somewhere like kitchen, hiding in kitchen, deep roaming till late.
Something I noticed is the Zly and Crisscross trades were very early and it wasn't great. And then Misflick went and got taken out on his own with no refrags coming in, which made it very awkward for ZR to attack that.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Attackers need to locate and defuse
I think
bombs.
they got that one a little bit lucky, but well played to the Doc. Those are gunfights he shouldn't be winning, but he does win. So that's all applause to him. I think he shouldn't have been in that position to begin with,
Attackers
but
have
I
located
mean,
a bomb.
clutched that out, they won the round. Pulse opting to take a shotgun. Always a questionable choice on this bomb side for me. Because you can plant on the billiards table and there's nothing Pulse can do about it.
10 seconds remaining.
Evil eye on watch.
5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
This is such a cheeky evil eye. Sitting there, just we open the doors like, hi.
But I hope they can clear. They have a Ash they could use, lobber flashes inside, take care of it. Because that really held them back for last round. And they definitely need to clear out this Aqua. I'm pretty sure Legion is stuck there if someone goes on the roof. He's not able to.
Diffuser has been
Oh,
Damn, I wasn't able to catch that, but I saw it coming.
yeah, very unlucky. I actually hope Pulse would see that.
That's a great frag to take out early. So much utility and defense. Just gone.
Sexy Snake really struggling at the moment. Was he the smoke player? I believe that's the smokes player. I think maybe they should move him to something where he can play a bit more aggressive, because the passive play really isn't doing him any favors.
Yeah, definitely not.
Ooh, okay, but Crisscross didn't learn from the. Okay, well, if they take stairs, they're gonna need it. No one's watching stairs. That's kind of a problem for him. Because the second they lose stairs, he can be shot in his feet. Oh. Ah.
Ooh, ah.
Yo, Crisscross really coming in good there. Spicy getting it up. Spicy and Crisscross really been putting out some good work. Unfortunately, that comes to an end. Misses. Oh, he gets healed.
Oh, that almost backfired. Didn't confirm the
Actually-
kill.
Actually managed to get damage on Sly, which is quite a good thing. I don't see Doc winning this unless Ash completely
Attackers
whiffs
activating
rushes.
Well, that happened. Okay, we
Hey,
got 40
Butter
seconds.
still has a massive advantage. Actually, she planted near the bomb. You can't really shoot the person if they stand behind the bomb. So that might have been a bit of a misplay from them.
Oh, that's giving away a position. GgOD are definitely going to be able to.
No, you can,
But
you
hold
go
on.
6 down. If he's
Sly
6 down-
is a very competent.
Oh! What
Wow.
a shot! Oh, he doesn't know he's down. Oh,
Hold on. Can you waste enough time? Okay. Oh.
No, I think he got it. He got it. I think he got it. Yeah.
Sly, no, man.
Maybe we should type him well played for Zalai there.
Defenders mid.
No.
Defenders mid.
None of that toxicity.
Nah, I think honestly unlucky from Sly there. Not
Oh.
expecting to get shot.
Yeah, it's a weird angle to get shot from, and with so little health, just easy down.
I believe it wasn't even. He didn't even see him. I think it was more of a pre-fire.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a pre-fire. They were just Zly was just going. He was going to jump off the edge and go around. And I was about to say Zly is a very competent player, so he knows what he's doing. So getting caught like that is that's the type of thing that takes out a player like that.
Funny enough, I've been in a couple of situations in the couple of times I've done this tournament where after 1v1 someone like post-plant, like the best thing to do is just like go somewhere, hide, throw your drone. If you have a drone, of course. I do not know if you have a drone, and just try and get your team to get your info. The key is kind of like constant pressure, if you know what I mean. Constantly shooting at them, making them feel uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
Because
Not-
the second he feels like, he can refuse because you're not watching him or you're taking it easy, he's gonna go for it, and you do not want to peek someone like that.
Yeah, definitely not. It's not a strong position to peek from.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Fantastic, that's quite interesting. Obviously, they've not been doing too great on kitchen. Strangely enough, Zero is not bringing a Blackbeard in any of these rounds. This is a map where Blackbeard can be very influential.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Do you think we'll see the Blackbeard on when they swap sides? GgOD taking the Blackbeard.
I really hope so. Blackbeard and Nomad combo could really, because if they can't run out on the Blackbeard, there's a lot of windows on this map that can basically watch the entire side. GgOD is a smart team. I think they'll be able to. Chris just has to be careful where in that hookah couches. His feet might be phasing through the couch.
Clearing the way.
You never know. Client side. But it's very clear to see Zera really have planned routes of how they're gonna clear every side.
Oh yes.
Lots of tactics going into this. Oh, that's unlucky. Not bringing in a Legion. A Legion would be quite nice on the side. What I'm well noticed is that no one has droned below. If they had someone below to throw nitro cells, that could work
Attackers
very
have
well.
recovered their diffuser.
Drone ready. Loading mag. Enemy located. Second floor. Reloading. Drone deployed.
GgOD kind of stuck against the wall here, but I don't know if it's a strong position or if it's a weak position. You tell me. What do you think?
I don't know about that. It can really go. It's all about the gunfight, like opting for the bullet or very nice. Smoke is still alive. This is a very strong position. Trying to trap them in there. Now would be the time to get aggression. Smoke just wasted 3 canisters at once, not stalling out a lot of time. Usually you throw them one at a time to stall out at least 30 seconds. This will only be stalling out 20 seconds.
Very well read by Zedar. Very well played. So in the end, it looked like a weaker position.
Yeah, I mean the position's good if you have someone playing on the other side. So, like swinging them from the other side, then you could swing them with your shotgun. But I mean, it was a 4v1.
Yeah.
Stuck in one position, threw all 3 of his smoke grenades at once.
Oh yeah.
Didn't really have anything.
Where did Vibes go?
I have no idea. I'll message him right now.
That's cool.
Tomorrow, I believe we'll be playing our first game as official, like as a full team. Falsify this is now. Danla, newest recruits, just confirmed.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So that's quite exciting for me. playing Scroll, I think, first, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
A game I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, you guys are good friends, eh? Scroll and Falsify, right?
Yeah, me and Benax, we used to play a lot together. So I
Alright.
know Benax pretty well.
Cool stuff. Yeah, that game's at 1 o'clock tomorrow, and that's
Yeah.
we already know that one's in Oregon, and Falsify is defending
Defending.
first.
Yeah, I can't wait for. Ooh, taking Fuse. That's. I do not know
10
where
seconds
that's.
left before
I'm-
insertion.
I don't see anywhere a Fuse can really be useful.
5 seconds to go.
Unless they go for hookah window, which is always risky.
Hey, you see some interesting fuse plays sometimes. I'm keen to see what they can do with it.
Yeah, the problem's always you gotta get pre-fired out of you. Unless they castle it. If that window is castled, which I see they're not doing, which is kinda shocking. Because that window would be usually be the main point of focus of this map, of this side.
So FYI for everybody, this is Zedar's first round defending. So the tables have turned. Be interesting to see what they do with it. No
Yeah,
Blackbeard.
It's quite a. Yeah, I don't prefer playing Blackbeard on this side. It's a bit awkward. Cause yeah, if you hold that window, someone just runs down below you. But you can't turn. Ooh, it actually pays off. Getting one barbed wire and I believe an ADS was burned.
Time to make a new door. Clear!
If you're really lucky, one of the pallets could hop off into vibe stairs.
This is such a consistent play that you see Hibana shooting through here.
Yeah. Yeah, Zed are really holding this tightly. If I'm GgOD, I would really want to call like a timeout or something and just think this through, because they're really winning around purely based on
Strategy.
your performance.
Who, GgOD?
Yeah, I would call a timeout or something just so we can refocus the team. Because
Yeah.
like you can't consistently do well if you have two people doing everything. Making a dock, that's quite smart. Overhealing. No one's below to throw nitro cell, which is
Oh, Zedar, is Lai able to get that kill? Ah, damn that I missed that.
yeah.
That looked like a good one.
Actually get that.
He didn't look like he was in a position to do anything about that. Oh, that information, so good.
I do not know if a hookah push was really the play for
Attackers
GgOD.
recover the diffuser. Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Okay, a lot just happened there. Inferno taking out Bob Dangle. Moist Auntie taking out Spicy Dongle. Clown lost alive on attack. Zedar really controlling this round.
Yeah, at this point, I think you should really. It's timeout time. This is like.
Yeah, you've got a timeout right now.
Do they?
Yeah, it's right now.
I think GgOD should like, I don't know, fake a disconnect.
Yo,
Get up.
don't make my job difficult. Yeah, don't suggest stuff like that. Yes, yeah, that's how you get banned from commentating on my games. Welcome back, Vibes.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Vibes, I think GgOD should take a timeout. I think that's honestly when you're playing.
Listen here,
purely-
here's my theory. Clown should stay on Glaz. Buck, no, who's the most useful operator here? Yeah, Buck should swap to Carly maybe, and they should just hold angles. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's when attackers are best, when they're just camping.
Because at this point, GgOD are just getting
Defenders, protect your
embarrassed.
bombs from being defused by attackers.
I wouldn't say embarrassed, but I think.
No,
Two-
no.
Can we see the scoreboard quickly, possibly? I think Spicy and Crisscross are really putting in a shift.
Spicy Dongle, if you're watching this VOD, we are currently looking for a fifth.
Clown putting in some work, but I not see Clown doing the same, getting the same impact frags that Crisscross is getting.
Funnily enough, they don't have Ruben there.
Yo, they main fragger.
I think that's
Story. Ruben was like, he was a CS pro before he switched over to
5 seconds remaining.
like just memeing around on Siege.
All right,
Yeah.
memeing around on Siege.
Now to defuse a bomb.
He's also the highest ranked in the team, I believe.
Interesting, interesting.
A very lethal spawn peak, which I don't see a lot, is on top of CCTV stairs there. That window.
Yeah, the window.
It's lethal because you can't really pre-fire it.
Definitely not in the tournament. I've seen it a couple times in rank.
I've done it before. In tournament. Got a kill from there.
Yeah.
Against who do we play? EXM.
Yeah, XM. I see they brought the Nomad, as I said.
Amar, what am I saying?
No one's tried to shoot the feet. I think that's a bit of a misplay from ZR. Someone should be trying
Nomad
to
is
shoot
just-
those feet.
That's a proximity alarm.
Yeah, it's allowed.
Oh.
It's just the last tourney it wasn't allowed because they came into the tournament about halfway through all the games. So it just
If we're really gonna get technical, it was loud, but I'm not gonna get technical. I'm not that type of guy.
Coming in clutch.
One tap 360 no
One tap
scope.
through smoke, dude.
The attackers
Put it in the
bombed
phase
the
monster.
Attackers
Bro, what a smoke grenade there. Oh,
This is I can hear the comment. Why
Oh.
are you blocking me? Huh?
giving a ZR giving up a lot of position. I think there's one person on side, 3 people outside. If they drone this, A is completely clear. They could go. Ooh, live. Have we seen a bar defense this tournament?
oh
Ah. You should not be sitting on your drone unless you know they're inside, like planting. Especially not when there's all of you.
Mr. Haxar sort of sitting alone in the Falsify official Discord server.
If you want to join the Falsify official Discord server.
please see a link in the description.
I will leave a pinned link in the comments because I know Geek loves me enough to pin my Discord in the comments.
Yeah, definitely. Hey Monica, when you see Vibe's message come through, feel free to pin it.
Delete it.
Yeah, delete it. feel free to pin it, delete it, and then ban him. You can pick the order in which you do that.
I mean, it's gonna be quite awkward if he bans us first.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
I mean, how am I gonna cheat now?
attackers are activating.
That was a joke. That was a joke, please.
Lol. No, you can watch it. You can have it open. There's a 3.5
I
minute
know,
delay for a reason,
I
bro.
Bro, I know.
He
Don't
doesn't
you think
see
I've
if
tried
he's
to
right
do the
at all?
math?
What is he doing? Why'd you let him pick himself up to begin with? Please just end the man.
I would have went for a knife personally, but that's just
GB,
toxic
I would have
me.
probably teabagged him a bit.
Oh,
Knifed the ground in front of him, did some 360s, got
Fal-
him killed, and then like
falsified toxic confirmed.
I typed something.
No, we're not talking about it. We're not. Honestly, we're just
Monica
thankful. We're just thankful not to be banned from this tournament.
Yeah,
Can we please take this moment to give a shout out to Geek for not
Yeah.
banning us?
the main man, we love him.
Hold
Who's
on.
that?
Is there a reason to ban you?
No,
not yet.
no.
Why did you say that?
Just rewatch the old ban. Ah.
Okay,
Bro,
Carly
good for
getting
what?
switched up for Capita. We should probably commentate the game, but we are also, to be fair.
You guys are doing your own thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure it makes for good commentary, good watching.
Content.
Yeah, good content.
Can the YouTube chat? Do you want us to make more jokes? We want
Yo,
some serious
one in
ass
chat if you
commentary.
think Geek is sick. One in chat, boys. Just do it. Just try it.
Bomb located by
I'm a streamer. Actually, I'm affiliated on Twitter. Imagine I plug myself in.
Yeah.
I know people that'll be their first thing. Twitch.tv/. Okay,
Wow, yeah, I might as
Clown
well.
is actually opting to go it for Glaz once again, which
Does Moist have the
questionable, to say the
shotgun
least.
or the MP5? I believe he has the MP5. No rotations gonna be coming unless
they are
use the
playing
MP5.
Warden to be able to counter the Glaz, which is
ZR not picking great off for the side. Warden,
debatable.
Attackers'
Debatable.
objective is to defuse
rotate
Not
them.
really, not debatable. They have shit ops with this. You see the spawn peaks coming in. This is my spawn peak. They're watching the stream, bro. Ban them. As you see the spawn peak. No.
Oh, what a pre-fire. I believe they don't have a lot of. Can we see bathroom quickly? Can we quickly see bathroom? I believe they don't have a lot of rotate. No, they do not have a rotation.
They have a Maestro just laying on his cam.
Maestro,
Make
they-
her rotate.
I do not think he knows his foot
Probably
can be
going
shot.
for the wall bang. Let's be real.
His foot can be
Tombstone
shot.
is now
there.
playing Siege, as we can see in the top
Well,
left.
only you can see that.
Oh, that's tough. Okay, guys, Tombstone. RTC Tombstone probably working on his aim due to the loss yesterday.
You just
Geek,
Wow.
I apologize.
As Axe would say, he's probably playing some Terry. Referring to terrorist hunt.
Okay,
Woo.
can we please mute vibes quickly before he like
Get
gets
it
a
out
lot of
before-
beef starting. Like,
Eh.
Falsify-
Dude, we need some beef in the SA scene. You see aren't here anymore to start beef.
oh, I thought I called
Maestro
it. I
getting
called
down through the drone, all that stuff.
oh yeah.
The
it. Thing is,
getting
some of
taken
these
out.
solid objects aren't really solid in game.
Solid, yes.
So that's really
Siege
like
has
it's really
some
client-sided. So for one person that his
I
foot
am
might not
lost
have
as
glitched
to what is
for.
going on in this game right now. I'm not gonna lie.
It's because you're too busy trying to bash Tombstone.
It, look,
Yeah. Tombstone, we love
it
you.
looks like some silver gameplay, but if you open the rank-
Hey, yo! Oh,
Dude,
I can geek
I'm,
it.
I'm tuning based on facts.
No. Oh,
What? Not
oh,
Nothing. To no avail.
bro.
Getting the tags, not being.
I'm
getting
excited
lucky.
to see that.
SMG 12 out.
Bro, I would
Arguably
not be
between
picking
that and the
that.
Bearing 9, the most uncontrollable guns in the game. Not opting to reload the MPX, the pea shooter that it is.
I noticed GgOD is not doing a lot of droning on the physical side late game. Like, they are not aware that the side is basically clear. They're not clearing out that last river, which...
Getting tagged down from up top, shooting
On
something
it.
else.
What if... That's a good frag to get. Is
So
that
it
the
doesn't
fuse?
make
No,
much
okay,
of
the
a
fuse is going
difference.
down.
Attackers are
Yeah,
activating
and then
the
Moisty
diffuser.
Auntie playing a questionable loadout here on mute. As you normally see the shotgun and the.
I mean, for the
MG
situation, it's
SMG
probably
weapon coming
better.
out. Yeah, but
probably
you see,
better.
Please, I will get in the top courtyard. Don't know why you opted to run through courtyard there, but question. I guess. Holding.
I believe someone saw tunnel with that.
They are
Oh,
playing
yeah, I know,
full
this is over.
vertical.
This is there. He doesn't even know
Which
where
is
the
an
fuser is.
interesting
14
stat.
seconds left. Nade's coming through.
They
People
coming in, literal getting carpet on
getting
this
a
goal.
reverse repel one. Oh no.
No, he was on. I told you they were all playing verti.
Alright,
That's
ja,
actually
vertige
I let the vertige cup.
yeah, good stuff coming in from GgOD.
Yeah,
Shout out to Axe. A legend of the game.
Love that man. It's my boy.
Bro. You gotta love Axe.
Geek.
Yes,
I know
boss.
you're always out here doing the post-game interviews, but what if I do a during-game interview with you right now? Why don't you play Siege?
I do play Siege on occasion, but it
Not a
is not a lot. No.
Why?
Mainly, I'm doing other things, man. I work full time. I'm
Oh yeah.
busy
I
trying.
forgot. As
Yeah.
an adult, alright, guys.
Imagine having a job, family that
I
cares
couldn't
about
be
you.
me.
Couldn't be me.
I don't have a family that cares for me, but I don't have a job also.
Well, one's in the chat for whatever you were asking for the ones for earlier.
There's actually some ones.
Yeah, we got a whole lot of ones coming in from
That's
Markram.
good. I asked a few assists. I was like,
From
"Yeah."
Mark. Shout out to MK.
Shout out to our carry that doesn't ever carry.
Shout out to our carry
My
that lost the
roast
ability
on
to aim.
reserve for other teams. My teammates can also.
Yeah, the thing is, if we roast everyone, no one can
And,
really be mad
yeah,
at
they
us.
just think that's all normal. To be fair, if you look at the amount of hours played, MK should be the best player in our team.
That's
Okay, boys, let's focus back on the match. We have not reinforced completely the four
Miss
wall.
Flick just sitting AFK, questioning
All
life.
attackers objective.
yeah. I would be questioning life.
After tying with Falsify.
Yeah, dude, I'm so sad. We should have won anyways.
What do you guys think about being able to tie though?
I mean, I like it. I mean,
the
obviously, I
fact
prefer
that-
overtime.
I prefer overtime, but due to the fact that load shedding, etc. Yeah.
Bro,
I
obviously,
get
dude,
why.
yeah,
This is the best system for what we
yeah.
Yeah.
we can
I
do. Basically, that's what I'm saying.
I
yeah.
think
So
if you're doing a league, this is the perfect way to
Castle
do it.
coming in, castling
Oh,
out,
okay. Fuse will be able to have a field day, and I think does he have breaching
clown
charge?
opening. Not much damage done by Fuse as That burns
I don't-
the ADS though.
Yeah,
That's
it
big.
does.
Something we
I-
haven't seen in this match. If
Now,
someone was telling on
Fuse is
hookah
a
window.
very underrated operator in the new patch that is coming. I don't know when exactly.
4,
but in
yeah.
the new patch, he's getting four things.
Yeah, but
What do you call them? Fuse charges.
I don't think that's
There's
piano.
the Klein Pompey window coming in, getting fused through. That is
Yeah,
what
I
it's
do
being
not
called
think
from
that
now on.
castle really helped them a lot. I think it's more
Fuse,
worked against them. They knew
Fuse
they
as
were
the-
getting a Fuse.
Fuse as an operator is on paper very
Questionable.
good.
Sledge
No.
is not opening.
On this side, that's questionable, but
Sledge
Fuse is
not
operator.
opening these castle barricades. Rather, his teammates are hitting them, which is wasting a lot of time that could have been used to clear positions.
The one thing that's lacking, in my opinion, from GgOD as trend, they're not running at all.
Yeah,
It's just-
GgOD are
they're
not.
basically peeking to get the information, which is drone coming in. As I say that, they're listening to the stream. Please ban.
The commentator, the curse.
Oh, okay, that's why they're not droning. Doc is just aim locking it. Yeah, Doc.
Ooh. Doc failing to
Getting
aim lock
taken
that
out.
one. Will he be pushing up?
Bomb
No.
located by attackers.
Head glitching.
Nah. I can't see
Shoot.
you got picked up there.
Oh,
Another
that's a
kill.
gunfight you should be winning. The
Plant
plant
coming
coming out
down
from
here.
Fuse. Something that I've really want to
Spicy
see. No
dongle.
one's playing underneath with nitro cells, which
Ooh.
I think is really working against Zero Remorse.
The thing is, nitro cells do require a certain amount of communication.
Yeah, that's
that is
that's obvious.
probably unreachable by
Position.
people of our skill. So
If
Okay.
I had 20 rand for every time I TK vibes with nitro cell, I'd
that's
probably
a
have
lie. I've never been PK'd by him. I PK'd his ass every single time. One
Right.
kill be getting picked up by Inferno here.
The
Really
clutch
hard.
left-
10 seconds left. Probably not gonna win this. Runs out. Nearly gets the kill. Don't know why he swapped to probably the hardest
Yeah.
gun to control in the game.
Yeah, but the
Very
SMG,
bad.
the
Security
SMG
on that
12
point.
does have a fast firing rate. I think if he knew it was there, if they had like a Valcam or something, he could have definitely won that fight.
What I was saying about Fuse earlier is Fuse on paper is a really good operator due to his ability and his gun. His gun is damage and fire rate wise the best gun in the game. So
Actually,
that-
if he
that-
used any ace, then
it's
I
the
guess
exact gun.
need yourself the stats.
It's got dude, what's the difference? Tell me.
The damage of the as well.
Oh, rehost.
Yeah.
Oh, I called it. I called
Trios.
it.
Let's go.
I called
This is
it,
how you
I
break
called
the meta. I watched the stream, ban them.
Bro, I called it. I told you once one team is starting to lose. you have to
Wow,
get that
my
resoak.
score. Dongle's just vibing over there, and then. What is? Can we check his score real quick? Oh, he left already. 70. Spicy Dongle. We are currently looking for a fifth.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Ah,
Spicy
one,
dongle.
GgOD, take the map.
Cool. Do you guys want to keep the audience entertained, or should I move to highlights?
Bro, I'm down to
Uh,
entertain the audience.
Okay,
Cool, go
okay,
for it.
okay. Wait. Let me get. my- wait, let me
Vibes
take
actually
my-
has a joke.
I
Vibes
have
actually has a joke
written
to
down
tell you
here
guys.
somewhere, wait. I'm just
Vibes,
going through my physics workbook because it's in here for some reason.
because he's just a clown like that.
I'll
Okay,
find
go
it
ahead.
now.
You guys,
Yo, dude, wait. I actually just found it. Falsify losing to ZR. That's a massive joke. How do we do that?
hey Phantom, that's me.
Yeah, invite them.
Bro, I'm friends with the one and only geek. Like,
Should probably
I've
add him as well,
actually
to be fair.
achieved everything I want. I actually know Axe as well too. Shout out to my man.
Kane, I did not know you can ban operators. Monty? I remember the bands. Jackal.
Jackal, Mira, and Echo.
Oh, Monica. Pulling up. I'm glad
it-
she's actually organized. How are there 4 people watching this? Anyway.
Volgens mij is dat 7.
Ja, impressive.
Dus meer dan wat van jouw streams en team.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
Classic
Got
comedy. from-
fired once again. Don't know why I'm getting bullied. Don't know why I'm getting all this hate. Famous Keemstar quote.
I feel like we
Wait,
actually
let me
need
open
to
chat.
that the
But
audience
chat
can't
only
hear.
just 3 minutes. It's not useless.
Gilbert, do you think the audience can hear us?
The audience can
Or-
definitely hear us right
Yes.
now. The problem is
Oh, they.
there's a 3-minute 30 delay. So if I ask a question, I'm not gonna get a response instantly.
Which
you
is
see,
kinda
as a
depressing.
streamer,
Type it in the
as a
chat.
one,
Okay.
you can
Can I
you,
get
you
a
can
horse
feed off your
here?
audience. You can basically use your audience for content. Okay, wait, boys.
Boys, can we get some knock-knock jokes in the chat, please?
Please help us with
Me and Vibes are commentating
content.
again tomorrow, so we need some good jokes to tell.
Yeah, in the next game, knock knock. Who's there? Knock. Oh wait, that's how you do that joke. I'm dumb. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Your
Yoru.
mom kid. Got you. Actually.
Okay, that's all we had. That's
18
legit.
years
That's
of
our
age
only
and still
joke.
making your mom jokes.
Bro, we don't have any jokes anymore. That's legit our last one. I mean, we've roasted the other teams. We've roasted our team. We've roasted each other. I do not.
We
I mean,
haven't-
Gilbert could
Pompey,
probably roast my height at some point, but
He's 177. I mean, it's pretty.
177.
lackluster,
Right, okay, I'm not sure. Okay.
Pretty
That's it.
lackluster.
I know we're not calculating in feet now. Super sexy
He's
snake.
5'10".
I mean, I know,
Let me like
guys.
his stream real quick. Oh no, our highlights are playing right now. I don't want to watch it. I'm scared.
Hit those highlights.
Okay, so just to check, round 1 went to ZR. That was on Hookah Lounge. Round 2 went to GgOD on Hookah Lounge. Round 3 was Kitchen Service, went to ZR. Round 4 went to GgOD on Kitchen Service. Then round 5 went to GgOD on Billiards. Round 6 is ZR on Penthouse. That's right. Round 7 was Billiards on ZR. Round 8 was Kitchen of GgOD, and then GgOD won the next 3 rounds. Kitchen, Hookah. Cool, that's right. So what happens if you don't get this right? When you start in, you might not have the right sites available to choose, and the scores won't be right, and it gets weird.
Spicy Dongle currently, as we standing, he's on 17 kills. So he might be in the race for the most kills in a fan 20.
Unless
Up until this
Pompey. Unless Flame Pompey.
Don't worry, next game, my hands won't be cold. I won't be stressing. I will
It
drop
won't be a 4v5, you know.
little 25 for you. No effort. Ibana smoke, man. Am I right? I need to fix something.
Chad, I actually have a question. What's the best flavor of Doritos? Blue?
Okay, if you say anything outside of blue, I'm castrating your chair, which you're sitting on right now. Getting castrated.
Geek, what
I will-
Geek, what would you say?
Who said orange? Geek. I have lost all respect.
That's
I'm
okay.
officially
That's fine, man.
withdrawing.
That's fine, man.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You
That's
have an
fine.
opinion, but it is incorrect.
That's fine, man.
You are
Whatever.
entitled to your wrong opinion, but it is still incorrect.
Hey, dude. I think you should take your own advice.
Oh! Nah.
Please don't crash. Okay, wait. Okay, chat, listen. We're gonna do this democratically, right?
Yeah.
So
Just say
what
the
you're gonna
winner.
do is a 1.
Little
is
horse
for-
near in the chat.
Oh, you typed horse, yeah. Okay, wait. Let me open Geekstream. Let me reopen Geekstream. Give me 2
Boys,
seconds.
I
I'll
think-
be there.
Personally, I think it's the green. How can you go wrong with green Doritos?
Open Geek, yeah. Geek 008. Hit the sub button because I'm a gamer like that. Okay, so chat. 1 for
Vibes has been banned from the chat.
Doritos. 2
Attackers
Actually
will locate
mute
and
him.
defuse as many bombs as they
Doritos.
can.
3 for orange. Okay, go on. Okay, wait, I'm just gonna put mine also.
Okay, now I have a very important question. Do you think the momentum GgOD had built up from winning this rounds in a row, do you think that's been cancelled out completely now?
Nah. I mean, probably, but nah.
Like, you know,
10 seconds
especially
left before
Falsify,
insertion.
we really momentum based here.
Oh yes, you guys take a full round to adjust. I noticed it every time. Every single time. I even commented on it in the last game. You guys need that full round to get back into the swing of things, otherwise you...
And we need a full round when we start a game.
Yeah, and when you start a game. So the first round can go either way for you, but once you've played that first round, you guys get going. So a team can use that against you very easily.
The thing is, we tend, some of our players, I'm not going to name names, Jiggy, he gets really mad or he becomes demotivated very fast. As like if we lose one round in some
located by
form of
attackers.
retarded manner.
Well-
It's retarded isn't the problem. It's when I use it towards a person like you. Then he gets really mad and he can't aim, can't do anything. So then he basically becomes a server filler.
Server filler.
Yeah, that's the term that I just realized. I think-
Rotma, talking about server fillers, did you see what Sony's working on?
No.
Emulating the player that leaves
Yes.
the game. so that they, like the bot taking their place, can actually play like them.
That sounds
that-
funny.
I think that would be kind of funny. Like, I'm not sure how
we
that
have
would work.
multiple ones in chat at this point, by the way.
Ma, what was
Multiple ones from one person.
Multiple ones.
one
I'm
again?
not
Italiaans
wrong.
het Marcusie.
Dat doen. Mark is weer. Mark has a very good sense of taste. We all know. He has good taste in chips, in Doritos to be exact. I don't know why they barricade.
Oh, I called it. I called it. That nade.
As rest in peace, Kobe. But as the kids would say, Kobe.
No, I did not see.
Let me,
I thought ZR would be much more dominant. But it looks like a very
defense-
attacker-sided man.
looks like defense is a struggle at this point for every team because we struggled on defense. GgOD absolutely running over ZR. Yeah. I wasn't there for most of the attack of ZR, to be fair. Sorry. I
ZR had a pretty
nourish
explosive
myself.
attack. GgOD basically, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was 3 clutches. They got 3 clutches in GgOD.
What, you mean team carries? Players?
No, they got like 3 of the rounds they got on defense were like clutches, like full-on clutches, like.
I'm not... Oh, good shot. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure.
So I think
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Obviously-
Killer round coming in from Inferno there.
obviously we
Kobe
jinxed
actually has
it.
the oldest skin in the game, one of the oldest, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the beta skin.
Yeah. So he's been playing for a while, probably on console. Check his level, please. Geek. Infernos. Up there. Yeah.
I'm
No, okay,
21.
he played on console. Oh, he bought an account.
It's a good...
Silver 2, guys,
Yeah,
we lost
it's
now.
always quite funny to me. Like the beta skins are transferable between
How
console and,
are we losing? How are we losing, bro? How?
but not the like your glacier skins or anything else. Which is kind of dumb.
Bandit coming in. Are they playing? Where are they playing? Kitchen.
Penthouse.
Penthouse. Okay, the bandit makes sense then.
That sledge is basically useless now.
Oh, no rehost. So ZR would be playing for the draw, and GgOD is playing for the win.
That's unlucky.
And
Which, for the record, was the same thing that happened in your game.
No, but also ours was totally strategic. Trust.
Yeah, but hold on, wasn't ZR the one with the advantage?
Yeah, they had a massive advantage.
they
So,
had,
like,
they had
a
an
two
advantage for
round
4 rounds.
Yeah.
they had
It
a
really
two
goes to show you how dominant Falsify. Joking, it's a joke, guys. I'm not cocky.
So, yeah, that 4-round advantage, that streak they got in you was very interesting. It came out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
Seconds left before
We were,
insertion.
yeah, you should have heard the
Yeah,
chat.
we were very mad.
Uh,
We were
5
fuming.
seconds left before insertion.
It was like,
Attackers have
We have
There
four
were
bombs.
some insults going around. and I
You know,
was-
you wouldn't have that problem if you just ate orange Doritos.
I mean, he's not
Guys,
wrong.
can we please get Geek autism test? Because something must be wrong right now.
I mean,
There's no way
orange
you're telling
Doritos
me
is not that
orange
bad.
Doritos are better than blue Doritos. I feel like even
Easy, man.
no.
I have to take Gilbert's side, but I
Yeah,
really
thank you.
I really don't think Orange Doritos is that bad.
I would consume them. if
Yeah,
blue
obviously,
Doritos
bro.
were absent.
I don't think there's a chip like I wouldn't
I'm
consume.
calling this.
That can be
By
stretched.
attackers.
But what's it? The blue Lays, the salt and vinegar Lays.
Oh
That's
yeah.
disgusting. I'm still very sad about that.
He might get picked off on this angle.
Ooh. Quite an interesting room here, holding an
Close.
angle, I believe.
Close.
I mean, that's kind
a
of
very
useless now.
reconnect.
Rip.
I mean, you can watch cams.
You can't even join, can he? Or cam.
Nobody can watch
You
cams.
can climb on campuses. Pretty sure.
Wins game on cams.
Yeah.
Oh, MK's online. Hello. Horse dollar.
MK's for me launch. That's probably right.
Quite a slow attack. I think they should. They're kind of wasting a lot of time.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
No, I feel like what GgOD is trying to do, they're trying to get someone to overextend.
Yeah, no one's
Because that would put it
overextending.
into a 5v3.
Yeah, but they're
But the
completely
call probably
wasting.
also came in that they need to play safe.
They don't need to play safe. This is the time I think to be more aggressive. Like,
For ZR, that they need to play safe.
yeah, Zera definitely. If Zera lose a single peak now, I think it's possibly gone. Misses that shot. I think that's GG. No!
Oh, good refrag.
A bit of an overextend. Yeah, this is always a good angle. Sledge
The
alive
Valkyrie
though, and
to
I
get
do
out
not
of
think
this
they have. No Jaeger. These nades. Okay, that's an F.
F in the chat. Well played from Zedar to get him out of there. Oh no, that
no.
wasn't Zedar. That was the other way around. GgOD.
Oh, can we see a clutch? 1v3 clutch.
What is the scoreline
Oh,
like right now?
Scoreline's over.
well played, well
No,
played.
no, sorry,
GG.
sorry. Yeah, the other one.
Shout
no,
out to
I'm asking
GgOD. GgOD really picked up the pace.
GgOD won or lost the game yet?
GgOD won 7-5.
No, but the game like before this, on Friday. If they win or
Oh,
lose the game.
what's the standings?
They won against Skrull.
Yeesh,
Yeah, I
okay.
remember I was watching that game I was quite active in the chat. Backing my boy Banix.
I remember that. You were active in the chat.
Shout out to my boy Banix. Honestly, a very good game. Unlucky from Zero. I think they had a little bit more men. Maybe.
Well played,
played with a
everybody.
couple of
GG guys,
rounds.
GG.
GG's.
GgOD, great comeback.
boys.
Have a good evening, guys. Post game remarks, guys. What do you think?
Jongen,
Zero
jy
put
was
up a
hier vir 90% van die match.
very remarkable fight.
Ja,
I
Zero, I
I
think.
thought this was going to be a landslide, in my opinion.
Yeah, in
Zero-
my opinion.
Zero was very surprising.
But I
Just
think
today.
GgOD took kind of advantage of their overconfidence, and when they started winning on attack, I don't think Zero really expected so much dominance coming out from them. That element, and that kind of like threw them off for a couple of rounds. Then they started to pick up the pace again, and then that rehost, I guess, did more harm to them than did to GgOD.
Yeah. And then in the end, they spent the last round of the game down a player anyway. So yeah, no, interesting stuff.
But I don't-
Yeah.
No, continue.
I just wanted to say that Zedar is definitely they're coming in strong, which is nice to see. There's nobody who I think in this tournament looks particularly underskilled. Like everybody can do something here, and that's
Yeah.
what's great. You're all fighting for points in a best of one.
I have a very hard question for you.
Yeah.
Who would you say has the best chance of taking it all?
Taking it all.
Yeah.
When GgOD is actually using strategies, they can definitely take it. But you guys would be their competition, in my opinion, based on what I've seen so far. So one
all we
of
want.
you two.
To be fair,
What up?
GgOD, I'm just putting it out there. GgOD has never won a matchmaking or against us.
A rank
So,
against us.
I'm just putting it out there. It might not be a factor because ranked isn't really a test of skill, but
X of how toxic you can be until one
yes,
person.
I shout in chat in text chat louder than them.
4 o'clock tomorrow, guys. GgOD versus Falsify. See what happens.
Really?
Oh yeah, I forgot we're playing more than one
No,
tomorrow.
dude, I talk so much shit right now. We have to. No.
Falsify vs Scroll, 1 o'clock. Then at 4 o'clock, we got Falsify vs GgOD.
And next week we get to play RTC,
No, yeah.
Just
a team
the
that's
other
been
thing,
struggling
the other
as
thing that I
of
just
late.
want to put out there is last time we played Scroll, they started throwing against us because we were beating them. by that
No.
much.
We banned them. Remember, we lost them. They lost like the round because they didn't know someone was.
So,
They
I'm
thought you were
just-
down. Vibes, they thought you were down, and then they went for the defuse, and then like Vibes popped out of nowhere and won a 1v2 to win us the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was
And
good.
then we banned them Monty, and they were like just like nicotine time,
Yeah, pretty much.
which is respectable. Okay, so we see you tomorrow. First game on. It's good to be back to Siege.
I miss you guys.
Can we get an F in chat for my boy Vibes?
You'll see that F in 3 minutes.
Yeah, 3 minutes 30 when the stream's ended. There are no games after this, right?
Yeah, no more games for the evening. The games continue tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and they're going to be back to back. That's going to be fun.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What are
sir.
we,
You know, we casting again.
Yeah, what are we mean? Me and Vibes, the best, obviously the best casters. Would you
Yeah.
argue with
We
that?
might not be the best players, but we definitely are the best casters.
Do you guys
Yeah,
do you guys want to cast RTC vs GgOD tomorrow?
Please. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be very.
Ditch.
Oh, actually, you guys are
Yeah.
already down for that one. What?
Oh, yeah.
RTC versus ZR, the last game of the evening.
RTC versus Zero. What time is that?
That's at 5.
I am very down.
Cool stuff.
Bro,
You already have Clown and Andre though.
Oh yeah, sorry, no, can't have you there. How about Falsify vs GgOD? I mean, you can sub someone out.
Yeah,
right?
dude. I will. You know what I will do, right? I
bro,
will actually
I'll join
commentate
this.
whilst
I'll
playing.
watch you stream while I'm playing. I'll commentate what we're doing.
You
Bro,
can.
I'll
You
be-
know what? actually, I have a better idea. You know what we do? We have no commentators, right? This is the play, and I just start streaming my game, and we just have a live reaction, but only from the Falsify side. Except for the fact that you might get banned off Twitch or off YouTube because their terms of service probably won't allow for some of the
Language used
language
within the
used
Falsify
by
server.
some of
Oh,
our-
Actually-
no, that's fine. That's fine. Just make it a rated 18. That's fine.
Oh yeah, just plus.
NSFW.
The other thing is, yeah, NSFW. Just
Oh, well-
straight porno is not stream. Yeah, so I don't know. Tomorrow is gonna be interesting. I talked a lot of smack about
Shitty. Boys,
about
I
what,
actually have one last
GgOD
thing
now,
to say.
so
Bro, I discovered the best YouTuber in South Africa.
it's geek. Oh no, don't do it.
Vibes. I
No,
mean
don't
Geek.
do it.
Yeah, wait, what?
Check out Geek Vibes. ZA.
Okay. You guys are rambling on. I'm gonna wrap this up. Play some highlights, and then gonna end this off. Vibes.
Yeah.
You wanna plug your Twitch?
Twitch.tv/vibes, and then if you go to the down there, all my socials are there. Thank you, geek.
Sure thing,
Love
man.
you.
Thanks for having you guys on. It was great.
No
Yeah, you guys were
problem.
interesting. You guys rambled a lot, but it's a different type of commentary. I enjoyed. Orange Doritos are the best, and guys have a good evening.
He's wrong.
Thanks everybody for watching. I'm gonna play the highlights and then I'm gonna end this off. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow. No, if it'll work.
Ooh,
Second shot is
Ah,
pretty nice.
There you go. Have fun, guys.
that LMG though.
Yeah, the G8, very controversial weapon to say the least.
Oh, godly. Ah,
You were
just stay
playing a
quiet.
good
Ooh,
second shot is
Ah,
pretty
lucky.
nice.
that LMG though.
Yeah, the G8. Very controversial weapon to say the least. Ooh!
Oh, godly. Ah,
If you were
just stay
playing
quiet.
against us at this point, one would have jumped out of Aqua door.
We would have been.
One would have been
influenced
running out
already.
Sunrise. And then we would have lost the round. 1v5. Man, that's embarrassing.
That's okay. Nobody saw that, right?
I saw it.
He commented
Stream,
on it.
I
too.
now brought attention to it. The stream also now I've seen it.
Bro, can we put that in the highlights?
Okay.
The yield.
Doc, not
They don't
yield.
know about the down.
Doc's up, okay.
Oh,
Oh, the peak coming in. Getting traded. They think Doc is down, so the peak might come in from Doc here, not happening. Doc.
Oh, very well
Oh,
played.
Well
Voice
played.
on key.
Well,
Now, trying to peek. Prone strat coming
There we
in.
go.
Oh.
Well played.
Very
Zedar brought
unlucky.
that round back from a 3v5.
Yeah.
So that was really well played by Zedar. Showing
Yeah,
more
I
than
think-
they did last tournament in my mind.
playing a very dangerous game.
Oh, very good kill there.
The smoke is clearly not working. I think you should definitely swap off the smoke. Smoke hasn't been effective.
Oh, great kill there.
Like, opting for the bullet hole. Oh, there. Smoke is still alive. This is a very strong position.
All red by Zedar. Very well played. So in the end, it looked like a weaker position.
Yeah, I mean, the position's good if you have someone playing on the other side.
In this round.
Yeah, at this point, I think you should really. It's timeout time. This is like.
Yeah, you've got a timeout right now.
Do they?
Yeah, it's right now.
I think they. GgOD.
Put it in the phase monster.
Attackers
Bro, what a smoke grenade there. Oh.
This is I can hear the comment. Why
Oh.
are you blocking me? Huh? Some beef in the SA scene. You see aren't here anymore to start beef.
Oh, I called it.
Maestro
I
getting
called it.
down through the drone, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The
Thing is,
getting
some of
taken. Yep,
Ooh.
Doc.
Doc failing to
Getting
aim lock
taken
that
out.
one. Will he be pushing up?
bomb
No.
located by attackers.
Head glitching.
Nah. I can't see
Shoot.
you got picked up there.
Oh,
Another
that's a
kill.
gunfight you should be winning. Big clutches, GgOD.
What, you mean think carries? Players?
No, they got like 3 of the rounds they got on defense for like clutches, like full on clutches, like.
I'm not... Oh, good shot. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure.
So I think
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Obviously-
Killer round coming in from Inferno there.
obviously we
Prone
jinxed
actually has
it.
the oldest skin in the game. One of the oldest, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the beta skin.
Said all, but they need to play safe.
Yeah, Zera definitely. If Zera lose a single peak now, I think it's possibly gone. This is that shot. I think that's GG. No,
Oh, good refrag.
Coming in.
a bit of an overextend. Yeah, this is always a good angle. Sledge alive though, and I do not think they have. No Jaeger. These nades. Okay, that's an F.
F in the chat. Well played from Zedar to get him out of there.